you guys just finished doing the do. You're like, babes, I killed that, didn't I?
I felt like that was
yeah. Well, it's the flip side, right?
Yeah.
Babes, I killed that. She hits you, looks you in the face. No, you didn't.
That's cool.
Saying you'd rather take the. So you're saying we should accept the I was blessed. Like,
so is it disrespectful for her to be honest in this situation?
100%.
So she should lie to the man. Them.
Definitely.
You just spent. You gave her your best
You
effort.
better boost my ego. You see me dripping sweat. You know what I'm saying? You better boost it up a little bit. I just told you you're skinny. Like, what's going on?
And we're back. Your boy X, RIPMX, and everything social.
Castro Nero 88.
Money Mitch, 54X Mitch on all platforms.
And today we got some special guests in the house. Introducing.
You know, it's Khem, the big dripper. I'm here. Mountains on. Let's get it.
Drop your handle. Let them know where they can find you at.
At Khem6 up on every platform. That's it.
And
Jensia Barca, official VYB3. You already know. Follow us on Instagram.
welcome back.
Twist.
Off the rip. General question for the panel right now. Is honesty still disrespectful if the truth is disrespectful?
Wait,
It's a mud thing to put like that. Like, yo.
run that back.
Okay, I'm running back.
That was deep.
My bad. Wheel it back. Is honesty still disrespectful if the truth is disrespectful? So I'll give you a lighthearted example. For example, if your girl asks you if she looks fat in a certain outfit, when indeed she does look fat in said outfit, is it disrespectful to be honest?
No.
It's disrespectful if I lie to her, though.
Okay.
Yeah, well, how could it be disrespectful if you asked me a question and I answered it honestly?
Because
They're going to take it as disrespect, though.
She can take it how she wants. It doesn't mean that was delivered like that. You know what I mean?
What are
Like,
you with
just
me for?
asked me a question and you're big. What do
Okay.
you want?
Okay. No.
Your
How about,
biggest case.
what's your opinion?
So I think 99% of the time, it's never what's said, but how it's said.
Right.
So if somebody were to ask me that, I'd be like, yeah, you look like shit. You look so fat.
No,
Like, I'm not
no.
going to say that, you
No,
know?
you don't. But
Well, if
like,
I
But
say
I
like you
wouldn't,
look voluptuous.
especially if I'm a guy, right, and I'm dealing with my woman, I'm going to try and deliver that as softly as possible. It's like, babe, you know what? I think you would look better in like maybe this, instead of saying like, yeah, you look fat.
so you
Just like-
can't. So if she asks you a
you
yes
say-
or no
say
question,
yes,
you can't provide the answer. Yes.
you can,
No,
but I'm
the
saying...
there's no real yes or no.
Okay. Okay. No. I'm just wondering.
You
So
want to
like,
stand on that? Like,
They don't dabble in
I
yeses
mean-
and nos.
so then no. But,
I think it will hurt her feelings regardless.
Right.
So I agree with what you're saying, but I'm saying I think the way that it's said will either lessen the blow or harden the blow for her on
Okay.
how she's
Okay.
like how she's interpreting it.
So basically, it's the tonality and what's being said, or how it's being said as opposed to what's
Exactly.
being said. Okay, fair. What about on the flip side? For like, do you have to be as sensitive when it comes to a man's feelings? So, for example, I gave you an example for the woman. If you guys just finished doing the do, you're like, babes, I killed that, didn't I?
I felt like that was...
Yeah. Well, it's the flip side, right?
Yeah.
Babes, I killed that. She hits you, looks you in the face. No, you didn't.
That's cool.
saying you'd rather take the. So you're saying we should accept the I was blessed? Like,
So that's what I'm saying. Is it disrespectful for her to be honest in this situation?
100%.
So she should lie to the man. Them.
Definitely.
You just spent. You gave her your best
You
effort.
better boost my ego. You see me dripping sweat. You know what I'm saying? You better boost it up a little bit. I just told you you're skinny. Like, what's going on?
That's crazy.
This whole relationship
You're going
based
lie
on-
for lie with your
even
girl.
Like, all right, I can't stroke it and you're fat. Let's get it.
Fuck it.
We're even in this
Relationship's
relationship.
done.
That relationship might be short still.
Masha.
Short-lived.
Yeah.
Would you take it as disrespect? You thought you put in some of your best efforts.
Yeah.
She said,
Yo, I'm gonna keep it
Like,
real.
yeah, like that.
I'm gonna keep it real though, like, because if it's a me situation, like, buddy, I've never bigged up my chest to just finish the job and look at her like, yeah, I murdered that. Like, buddy, do you know what a setup that is? I'm gonna allow her to express herself. You see what I'm saying? And tell me I murdered that. Like, yeah, babes, you done no respect.
Sometimes
but
though,
I'm not about to
smart,
tell her I
smart.
did that. and then watch her body language just fold up like, yeah.
Bang.
Nah,
But
you
whole
know.
time, you know, like I'm getting the participation.
Yo,
yeah,
hold on, man.
A
Don't
pat in the
do
back?
like you don't
Fam,
know when you do a
come
good
on.
job. You don't know when you knock it out the park, though. Like
But see, in this
Sometimes
situation,
you're wrong.
You think you
I
felt.
don't know when
see
I
that
be
feeling you're
lying,
describing
why
right now,
I know,
and the scenario that I'm putting out there. That feeling you feel that I knocked it out the park. You feel that. Yo,
I
she does.
believe
Yo,
it.
you know what? Watch this. I have a good example.
Because you're a boss, by
You know,
that time.
you know, like,
She better have felt that.
oh, what?
No, I said by that time you're done, you're like, she better have felt something.
Yeah, it's all that's there.
I gave you 110%.
There's
You want-
nothing more, you know? But like, yo, fam, you know, like when a rapper comes out the studio and he's sure he just made a banger, but nobody else agrees.
It be like that sometimes.
You know what I mean? Like,
be like
you don't
that
think that happens?
So, well, I actually have that written down. Is it wrong to tell your friend, or is it disrespectful to tell your friends that they're not that good at their craft, for example?
No,
Music is another
fam.
element. People are sensitive about their art.
As your dog, I'm obligated to tell you
Yeah.
that you're fucking up.
100%.
Because you can't ask me to be in the video.
Because if you go out into the road with this bullshit and then you look crazy, and the whole time I'm like, this nigga's
No,
about
bro,
to
he has a
look
good
crazy.
point. How you supposed to dance in the video?
I
for
can't be in
songs
the
like
video
that?
support. You know, every mask, we don't even see an eye. I'm there. You know what I'm saying?
my
Like,
shit.
yeah.
Yo, you never watch a video and you see
Demon
like man's doing like the obligation dancing?
Yeah.
Obligatory.
Like,
Yeah, the obligatory dancing. Like he's beating the 1-2 moves, but like he has other places he'd like to be right now.
Yeah,
you know what I
he's fighting
mean?
with his girl right now.
Yeah, you know,
Between every take.
Between that and this video,
he
it's a
thought he
bad
killed
day.
it,
bro.
that's right.
yeah, you
bad
can't
thing.
set up your friend for failure. You know,
Have you ever administered such levels of honesty to your peers?
none of my
Yeah.
brethren made music
About
like
their
that.
craft?
It could be anything. It could be a clothing
100%.
brand. It could be their art. It could be their acting. It could be anything. Anything. Have you been honest to the point where it would teeter the line of disrespect?
Yeah.
I've told my niggas music's right.
Okay.
Yeah.
You first. You
I've
said
been
yes.
in
quick.
studio with a rapper, told him that's not it after he just did the verse. Like,
You think he felt he bodied that.
yeah. and
Sweating
I
all
just
over the
been
verse.
like, no, that's not it. Like, you can't be on the song.
I'm not lying. Jumping out the booth, giving your best stuff, and the man tells you you can't be on the song is crazy.
And
You're
that
off
ass,
the
I didn't even
track.
think about it till later. I was like, oh yeah, that was kind of cool, you know.
But
It
yo,
was
you
the
gotta
truth.
step your pen up though. Like you just,
Yeah.
like, you know?
Was this your dog? Was this a friend?
Nah.
Okay. Well, have you had to display honesty with a friend? Because it's a little easier when there's a little bit more of a disconnection, right? I can be honest with you. Nigga, I'm not going to see you again. Yo, that was shit.
True.
You know what I'm saying? The friends.
I feel like I'm more blunt with my friends.
Yeah?
you
Well,
know?
that's not the case for everyone. So
yeah.
it's important, and I find it healthy if you can be so.
Yeah, like my family, we'll just say it straight. Like, what are you wearing? That's trash. You know what I'm saying? Like, for sure, blunt.
How about yourself? Do women display such honesty amongst their peers?
we do, but I think with women, I think because we're a lot more sensitive, it's not taken in. Like you guys can be brutally honest with each other, men,
Right.
and you guys will still know it's like coming from a place of love, where it's like you can be brutally honest with your girl. Let's just say she's crying over a guy that cheated on her for the 10th time, and I was like, bitch, I ain't got no sympathy for you. Like, yo, just leave him already, you know? So it's like, I feel like women, even though you're trying to look out for them, they'll still take it the wrong way. So I don't think that they're able to handle it.
See how hard it is for the man them to deal with that.
How would you tell your friend she's shit at rapping?
I would just tell her, like, I don't think this is it, girl. I don't
You
think
just
this is
Do a
it.
little role
After
play.
all the caveats you just provided, you just look her dead in the face, but this ain't it.
But that's what I'm saying.
It's
Like, I'm
only
on the
about the
receiving end of that on my
relationship.
in my friendship groups, where it's like, I'm gonna be brutally honest. I'd rather hurt you with the truth than to be a yes man. You know what I mean? So that's why I'm saying, like, on the receiving end of that, I'm always like they don't, you know, a lot of girls don't want to rock with me like that because they don't want to hear the truth. Like, everybody wants you to be real until the truth applies to them. You know what I mean? So
Okay.
Has anybody ever applied said truths to your own bodies of work? Like, has anybody ever, like a close friend, ever said, "Yo, that's not it," or whether it be a clothing design?
100%.
And how did you receive that information, that advice, or that
Like
sentiment?
I kept it G, but obviously I was cheese, you know. Like obviously I'm like, yeah, fuck this nigga, you know what I'm saying? But
Wait, it was your dog?
yeah, it was my dog, right?
Okay.
But sometimes, like, obviously, you know, it doesn't come from a place of hate, you know? And then
Right.
when I start getting impartial with my music more, I actually started realizing, I'm like, oh, yeah, like, a lot of my early shit was shit. You know? So now it's like, now that I'm above that, it's like, it's true still. Sometimes it's just not it. Like,
Okay,
yo, a ball player might go on the court and not play his best game. You know what I'm
that's
saying?
valid. That's
Like,
valid.
Doesn't mean you can't put up buckets.
So you initially when a man's like, yo, that's not it, you're over there like, alright, what do you mean that's not it? Like, that's it.
Nah, I kept it G. I was like, oh, okay. Like taking constructive criticism, you know? But in my head, I was like, yeah, all right. You don't know.
This nigga.
You don't know what's it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna tell me what's it.
Okay. Madam, have you ever received some said criticism of similar nature? Anything you've ever done? It could be both you guys did music at a point. Both you guys have.
Yeah, like I've had. Yeah, the man will keep it real.
Yeah.
Like, yo, this one's not like. The last one was better, you know? The man will keep it real, though. Like, they're not going to have me just spitting hot trash and I say something.
I never got it on music, but I would, like, hear it about other niggas around. Like, yo, why'd you let him jump on the track? Like, you know, like, why'd you let him jump on the track, bro? You should have just kept that for yourself.
Yeah.
But, like, I never got the criticism, but it's like, you know, I just did that because, yo, homie's the man. I'm like, yo, man, just keep listening. You'll like it. It'll grow on you. Like,
It'll grow on you. Like,
Yo, sometimes a song is like that, though.
Like,
it's true.
Sometimes I be hating a song, and then after I listen to it a while, I'm like, you know what? This is actually a vibe, you know?
Then I'm like, yo, I'm like, yo, bro, he's doing what he raps, fam. Like, he's living it. Like, I'm like, yo, I feel the music, fam.
I was there.
Like, I
was there,
seen him do it, man. I seen him do it, bro. So
the authenticity held it down.
yeah, like, and I'm just like, yo, you just gotta, you know, but like off Jump Street, when you hear it, it's like, man, this nigga's not even on beat.
Okay.
Durable.
Yo, buddy, that nigga, he's disrespectful to me. I'm not lying to you. It's very optional to him.
Yeah, because sometimes he's on beat, but sometimes he's not.
Sometimes
You know?
it's not.
Yeah, depends how he's feeling.
Yeah.
Switching it back to the to a more relationship type gear. How do you how do you respectfully communicate to someone that they're bad at something when it comes to the bedroom? Right? Like for example, your partner is bad at oral sex.
Oh man.
How do you communicate that? Do you work through it? Do you not address it? Do you just say, I'm gonna go get the top of somewhere else? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how, like real shit.
The last option's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy. I'm not gonna hold you. Can you still come home to problems? Like,
The last option's probably being honesty and disrespectful. You know what I'm saying?
A mixture of both.
The last option's a mixture of the first one.
We're gonna go along. Mitch, you go first.
I'm gonna just tell her, like, buddy, like, too much teeth, too much, whatever you're doing too much of, stop it. And whatever you're not doing enough of, I need more. You know, like, yo, we're here together.
You know
like,
what
why
I'm
am I lying? Like, we do this on a regular. Like, you think I'm just gonna be here upset? No.
So hold on. You said too much teeth initially.
Yeah.
Okay. How would you recommend she improve?
What are you asking me right now?
Because it's your relationship. How would you real shit? No. But it's a real thing. I'm not fucking telling you show her, nigga. I'm just saying in life. Like,
He acted away. He's like,
no. That's
valid.
I get the apprehension.
Like how we tried to ask him
But
something.
in a mature sense, in a mature sense, how do you go about that conversation?
Yo, I feel like I just told her, like, less of the stuff I don't like. Yo, you're biting people. Stop. Let's start there. Like, stop biting me. We'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
And then I'll check back in and tell you if it's
Told
best.
you I
Like,
was
don't
sensitive.
know.
What's wrong with you?
They're chewing foreskin. Fam.
Yeah, the fuck.
Over here
What's
chafing and shit. You better
happening?
chill, yo. No.
Good luck.
Cuz,
100%.
Me? My answer?
yeah, you're here.
Like
How
how many
you
times?
fixing the problem?
How
How
you
many
fixing the
times has
problem?
she,
You
like-
were unsatisfied with your current
How many
sexual
times has
experience.
she done this wrong?
Every time you've had sex with her.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, we're putting on the best ahead. Like, we're gonna have to watch some porn. She's gonna get it fucking. She have to look at this shit
That's the
visually,
way.
and she has to understand this is how I like it. And we're gonna watch some porn together. She gonna figure this shit out. That's what I'm talking about. I don't know.
I'm like, you got Pat, you zoned in. I'm like,
Nigga thought about solutions. That's a solution-based
Bro.
nigga.
High
I
ground
feel like
and
you're
everything.
like talking about like football plays and shit. Like, yo, listen, we're gonna go and we're gonna button hook and then you're gonna go up the field, right?
Run a Hail Mary.
You're gonna throw it straight
Sometimes
to the
it's that
numbers.
serious.
You know what I'm
Yo,
saying?
I don't
Like,
got no time to like. There's nothing
time
better
to
than
waste.
that. Listen,
Coach
that's
Cuz,
That's
fam.
the
Coach
textbook right there.
Cuz.
Like, if I can't teach you, yo, you need to like see it happen.
A demonstration,
Yeah.
Okay.
but not.
I believe in his program though. Like, I heard him say what he said. I'm like, a lie. Like, I didn't even say that. Like, my plan wasn't as good still.
That's valid. That's valid. Before I move on to her answer, I want to know, is there an age limit before you deem someone as hopeless? Or you're never too old
Yo,
to
if you
learn?
have youth, you can't tell me don't suck dick.
Wait, what?
Whoa.
I don't even know that
Like,
answers the
that didn't
question.
even correlate, but I respect it.
I'm glad you got it off your chest, though.
He's like, these are my
Sugar
thoughts.
strays.
I don't even think I answered the question. Gang.
I don't know. I'm just saying.
His inner thoughts just came
The
out.
baby moms just caught strays.
Yeah,
So
like,
you
what do you
made
mean?
somebody
You
better
been-
youth.
First of all, what do you mean you're 6? You never stopped licking 10 years? What are you talking about?
So much
Fuck,
passion.
fix up, bro.
Fix up. This guy's
yeah.
So
upset.
bad up your
Yeah,
thing
think
is the
about
answer
that.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah. You want to ask the question again, though?
I'll try it. I'm gonna try one more time.
Yeah,
Is there an age limit to where you would deem giving up on said experience? Like,
Like she's
you
like
made
40 and it's still trash?
Like, exactly.
Nah.
This is over with.
I don't know, cause I'm asking.
Nah. I didn't even want. I wouldn't even.
Cuz
that's
been fed
crazy.
up.
Cause
Yeah.
been
Since
fed
the
up.
last
Alright.
question.
No,
You've
that's
been
fine.
fed up.
You know what? My apologies for you. Double
No,
down.
it's all good.
But like, I feel like you could still learn.
Never told
Maybe
me.
you just
No,
never had the
fam.
right. I'm sorry. My fault.
Sorry.
But like maybe you just you didn't have the right motivation, the right teacher, you know what I'm saying? Maybe the other niggas were like cousin, they just got rid of you. So like you never learned, you know what I mean? But like it doesn't mean you're a whatless. Like again, like you said, I'll just put on the video. Watch.
Okay.
Like you also got to be like wanting and willing to learn too and wanting to do this. Like you can't tell me as a big woman like, no, I just don't do that. No, we're not. No.
At 40, that's crazy.
Yeah,
That's
like,
a bad
come on.
attitude.
It's almost inappropriate.
Yeah.
That's disrespectful. I don't even care if you're being honest. You're being disrespectful.
Yeah. First of all,
This guy's getting worked up every second question.
and that's why she's 40 and dating. Like, what?
Okay. Valid.
It's super valid, yeah.
As they say, from a female perspective, how do you communicate to a male partner or whatever you partake in that you are not being satisfied? Their performance is not up to par. I said oral sex initially. Like, how would you communicate that, or how would you navigate that?
I mean, if they're my partner, like
Yes,
I'm in
they're
a
your partner. You're in a relationship with this person, but
I
they
would
can-
just communicate it, but again, find the way to communicate
They're
it. Like
chewing
if
the
it,
clit. They're
Yo,
chewing
give
the
it
clit.
yeah.
on play by play.
no, like
Yeah.
if it comes to like oral sex, let's just say, and they're not licking the right spot, I'm gonna be like, do this more, or do
Adjust
that.
it.
Like, you make little adjustments along the way. But obviously, if you're engaging in something that's casual, like you're not gonna care. It's just like, nah, that wasn't it. Like we need another round or whatever. But or you just don't, engage in that anymore. But if it's in a relationship, I just communicate it clearly, but with a certain tone and context.
Okay.
To
I'm
be
not
honest,
harsh.
I swear to
about
God,
it.
them don't even communicate that. So
I was gonna say
I
Yeah, her
have.
thing sounds like a fantasy. Like you
Nah,
wish
I
that your
have.
girl would do what she just said. She's more likely gonna leave.
I have.
So you've told. So how'd that go down?
100%.
What was?
I looked at him. I was like,
How many tries?
We've had.
How many tries?
It was after the first time I looked at him. I'm like,
shit.
we've had better sex than that. We need another round. And then
But
he
that's-
just got it done.
But
Like,
if you know,
I go, that's pretty motivational.
but in the situation that you're describing, you've experienced the satisfaction you're looking for, right? Like prior. I'm talking about, you're never able to get there.
oh,
In terms,
no.
yeah, you know what I mean? Like, how
Yeah,
do
but
I
then why are you
communicate?
building a whole ass relationship with someone like
Because you
that?
like them. Sex is not everything.
Sexual compatibility is very important in a
Top
relationship.
Okay.
Yo,
Okay.
you know what's funny though?
Extremely.
You know what's funny? Like, women in general want to be valued for so much more than sex. And then as soon as this nigga like mentioned the situation, he had to remind you that there's other things you like about him other than sex.
Yeah, but the
You're
other
like, why are we building a relationship? He doesn't even fuck me right. It's like,
Well,
I don't know. I
because-
thought he was nice.
because
She's not
no,
getting
you
down.
He's a
can't.
gentleman and all
You
these other
can't.
things that you
Bro,
say that you
Guys,
care about.
You can't.
One
You
time.
can't. The sexual compatibility is part of one of the things. Like again, last time I was here, we talked about pillars, and I said in
Yeah.
order for a woman to feel secure, she needs to feel secure in 5 pillars. It's financially, let's just say, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and physically. How are you gonna pull up and be delivering in all other aspects, and then physically, I'm only giving my body to you. You only have access to this. And I'm gonna be unsatisfied for the rest of my life. I don't think it's to disqualify, like, because women want other traits. But no, like, we gotta be realistic. We're adults. Like, sex is very important in a
Hold on.
relationship.
4 out of 5.
Hold
ain't
on,
bad,
I'm about
you know
to-
what
I'm
saying?
about to
4
say.
out of
4 out of 5 is fine, but like,
Man got 4 out of 5.
4 to 5 was not fine 30 seconds ago. I'm not gonna lie.
no, because we're not
Because
talking.
the 1 of the 5 was much more important than the other 4 is what it sounded like.
But that's what I'm saying is that
they're
all
not
of
all
those
way the
others
same.
have to drive within. Like you could see a girl and let's just say the girl 10 out of 10 physically she looks good, but then you talk to her, she has no substance. She's an idiot, but she has all other aspects, but her brain is just not
What's
there.
the all
They'll get
other
it done.
aspects
So
if she's
hold
an
on.
They'll
idiot?
get it done.
What's the
Because
other-
let's just
She might have some good
That ain't stopping
experiences and
shit.
just not enough brain.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, what if she can't hold a conversation with you?
Okay.
Let's just say
So
it's
men
not
aren't
that
even
she's
into
dumb.
talking
Like, she
like
has
that.
a career. She's not a bum, but she can't hold a conversation with
It's
you.
not
Like,
meant to be up
there's.
to par.
That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. Like,
Right.
she's not sociable, so you can't bring her in the room and
So
leave
then-
her.
so then
like,
But hold
in a
on, hold
social
on. See
setting,
how
you know?
you had 5 pillars for the man, though? So what the Gadim, if we're gonna say they have 5 pillars, you just removed
100%,
one. There's
yeah.
still 4 others.
Yeah, but what I'm
Niggas will
saying.
make use of those 4 others, especially you said she's 10 out of 10.
For
Yeah.
sure.
You
But
don't
if-
even know what 10 out of 10 means
Okay,
to a
but
man.
I don't pick up a 10 out of
if
10
one of the
off the
pillars is
street.
physical, you're not satisfied. Does it matter that she has 4 other things?
After
Yeah.
10 out of 10, the man are super satisfied.
Hold up.
Your performance is not nearly as important as our performance. So when
What
you
do-
look good, I'm
So,
pretty much
okay,
guaranteed a
hold
good
on.
time.
There's a panel full of men. So what makes a woman, like, what makes a sexual experience for you guys like a good sexual experience?
Off rip, if she looks good, I'm not gonna lie to you, she gets a blind.
Yeah, that's basically it.
That's it?
because I'm doing most
No,
of the
I think
performing,
you-
like
I
think of the
think you
sexual
did,
act.
Like,
So if you're having sex and she continues getting dry every 2 seconds,
No, no,
it's not lubricated.
But that's an exception.
Or she just lays as a starfish. She don't moan. She don't like.
Why would she
it's
not moan?
I'm
But-
not
but
doing
I'm
that.
Yeah, that's
Yo,
not normal.
Not good enough.
I'm not even.
Yeah, a lot of this whole situation is predicated on me. Her moaning predicated on me.
Okay,
Not-
but then,
if she not making noise, because I'm not doing nothing.
but what? But
You see
but
I'm
that's
saying?
what I'm saying.
And then if her
So-
pussy's not getting wet, it's either I'm not doing something or like something's wrong with her.
She
'Cause that's
drank.
not a standard
So then,
situation.
how do you know? How do you gauge it? How do you
Most
know if
women are
something's
wet.
wrong?
I
with-
ain't really had
But
to.
how do you-
Yeah,
how
it's
do you
usually
gauge
they're
it,
wet.
though?
Like,
No,
Yeah,
first
you
off,
got
let me
the
get wet for no
exceptions.
reason.
You got
that's
the
case by
exceptions
case.
that are
That's case
dry.
by case.
Thank
But that's
you.
what I'm
Women
saying.
just
How
be
do you
being
gauge
resolved.
it?
There's dryer bitches
That's
out
the
there.
do I
Sahara
gauge
Desert
what?
out there.
How do you gauge whether she's just having an off day versus that's just how she is sexually?
If I've had sex with her multiple times, I can gauge the pattern.
But-
So if one time it was dry, it was an off day. If all the times it's dry, bitch, something wrong with you.
Okay, so then that's what I'm saying. What if she has every other aspect, but that aspect she doesn't have? What you're saying is that men would still try and make it work, even though that
think
aspect
so.
is missing.
I think so.
Here's the thing.
Well,
I
now
feel
we're
like there's
breaking
far
down the
less.
sex, though.
The way that women have like a high standard for sex, I feel like there's far less men that can satisfy them than there's women that are. Sorry, there's far more men that don't satisfy them than there's women that are dry. Like it's not really. We don't encounter a dry woman as often as you guys say you encounter bad sex.
Yeah, because
So it's really not even something I have to consider in real. Like you see how you're like, oh, he can meet all these characteristics and the sex is terrible. That's so rare for a man. If you're very physically good looking, the sex is like 99%.
We'll
gonna be
figure
good.
it out.
Yeah,
But
because I'm doing most of the action.
But
anyway.
right now we're talking about hypotheticals because I've
Yeah.
never experienced that, right? But hypothetically speaking, if there's a pattern of sex and the sex isn't satisfactory, you're not going to continue trying to build a relationship with that person if the sex isn't satisfactory, whether you're a man or whether you're a woman. Sex is what I'm saying is that sex is a
men are
crucial
very
part of a
solution
relationship.
based though. I'm not
you
gonna
know?
lube that up. You know what I'm saying? men are
We'll figure it out.
The
like,
glasses will scream.
I'm not lying. The man are team players.
Shit. You know what I'm saying?
Man of our team
okay,
players.
so but what you're saying, and correct me if I'm wrong. So if you're not
Like imagine you got with
satisfied
Rihanna,
sexually-
she's dry.
Yeah, but are
We'll
you
give it
gonna go
another
find
try.
it somewhere else?
You know what I'm saying?
We'll give it
That's
another
what I'm
try.
saying. I know, but you
Coconut.
just said if there's a pattern. A pattern is developed more than once or twice.
This is okay. So this is
Right?
true. If for a fact her vagina is just always dry, it's like the desert, no matter what. Okay, it's not gonna work.
It's just two
right.
lips.
But I would say that like the likelihood of this occurring is very like minimal, and so we have a bigger threshold for tolerating some shit we may not like than like women do. Like for us to not like we're gonna nut, like you know what I'm saying. Like, we're gonna have
Also,
sex, we're gonna finish that.
I think it's-
you may not very often.
I think
And
it's
so
lack
that's
of
different.
options that make
But that's what I'm
us a little
saying.
more accepting too,
That
right?
too.
Girls have more options, so they're gonna be more picky. You know, and
yeah,
that's just
yes.
natural.
That
you
is
know
natural,
you could do something better in your mind. A man might not know that. He's like, yo, I got this, and yo, this is the best thing I have
need
for
that.
a minute. Yeah.
He might get so little play in his life. He's like, shit, maybe they're all dry. Like I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that's
you know
what
it's
I'm
dry.
saying.
You know it's drier to her, his hand.
But if it's a pattern, right?
you
Like
allowed
in a
that?
woman's case, like we just finished saying, oh, but he has 4. But if it's a pattern, as a woman, how am I gonna be like, oh, but he has all these other 4
We're
characteristics?
saying even with the pattern, even like I just told you,
I
you know it's
can't.
drier than her, his hand, and he been working with that all year. Now she showed up, fam. He'll take her dryness. I'm not gonna lie
I
to
know,
you.
but what I'm
He'll accept that.
But what I'm saying is that you're not gonna want to build. So at least to me, in my opinion, I wouldn't want. I want
No,
my
she's
partner.
right. Yeah, you're not gonna
I
life
want
it up.
sexually compatible. You're not gonna want to build a life with that person.
Nah, you
a
just
lot of
on
work.
the-
You know what I
just
mean?
on the
Like, it's
weekend.
just-
I
You
would
have to
pass. I would pass on the
pretend.
super dry.
Just in the
thing. I would
spare
pass on it.
time, you know.
I would
That's
have
what
to
I'm
pass.
saying. Like you're not gonna want to build, but like if the sex is good and like let's just say
Hold on.
financially they're not, because a lot of women will be like, oh, if the man's not making $1 million a year, shut up. Anyways, but what I'm saying, like if a man can't provide financially, let's just say 100% of the bills, but he's like, he still has a career, he's a good, you're not gonna be like, I'm gonna pass on him because he can't provide 100. You're stupid if you do that.
There are women
But
out
like there's
there, though.
certain characteristics, like at least for me, like mentally and emotionally and physically, I have to be stimulated. The other things we can work on, but like if those three aspects aren't there, it's
Yeah,
very.
that's so
I'm not
little.
gonna want to sit at the table. Like at least for me, I don't know about any other woman. Maybe they can make it work, but for me,
So hold
I
on,
can't
let me
sit at
just
the
bring it all back together, everyone. So hold on. What was your if you were to like wrap up your point in like one sentence, just neatly with a bow on it? What's your final sentiment to like him in regards to the argument you're just presenting?
What I was saying is that if the physical aspect isn't
Right.
there between a man and a woman,
Right.
that there's no point in building a relationship with
So
that
basically,
person.
so from your perspective, what I'm gathering is that you don't think that love can survive.
Love
bad
isn't
sex.
enough.
You don't
No.
think love can survive
No.
like an unsatisfying sexual relationship?
I don't.
Okay.
I understand where she's coming from.
It's true, because that's part of love,
Because
right?
you got to make love
Yeah.
to your woman. You know what I'm saying?
It's
So
a part
like-
of it. You
But
know?
then
And
all-
when you're in a relationship, sex feels that much better than when it's casual.
But I
right?
also feel like, to what extent though? Because like, there's times where sex is often coined as the glue that holds a relationship together, right?
Mm-hmm.
But how often do people find themselves in unhealthy or toxic situations on the
Based on
basis
that.
of just sex?
Yeah.
Right.
a
So
lot.
I think that as you age, you grow into like you got to grow more discernment, bro, and then figure out what's like. It's not uncommon that like let's say a super hot woman, for example, you might have been running up trying to be with the the hot niggas back in the day in your prime. As you get older, like I've seen people go with the safer option. Now it may not be the guy that's the most exciting or turns you on the most, but yo, there's stability present, right? So to say
Russell
that,
Wilson.
right? So to say that a woman will say, like, nah, bro, if the buddy's not good, I'm out of here. I don't think that's true, fam. I think that a lot of women will take stability and
I've seen Gallum take bare stability over the body like that.
But water taking stability, though. Take something else on vacation.
For
behind
sure.
a
No,
man youth's
absolutely.
back, like,
so then it brings me to my next
That's
question, actually. I was gonna say, let me find it. Oh yeah. Would you be offended if you found out your partner had masturbated after you left them?
after we just
After you guys fucked,
Yo,
everything
that's
after, right?
crazy.
Would you be offended if you had found out that your partner had masturbated after you left them?
nah.
I wouldn't be offended. I would be hurt. I won't. My
No,
pride would be
nigga.
You know what's
fucked up.
crazy?
I'm not gonna hold
One at a
Some of
time,
the
one at a time.
ghetto-
but I wouldn't be offended.
One at
You
a
feel
time.
me?
Some of the got them are super freaky. Like, there's nothing you could do to like finish it off anyway. Like, some of the got them have to do it themselves.
It's not the
You know
master
what I'm
works.
saying? Like, some of them are just there's no off switch. So you know, if it's that type of gal, yeah, go do it. You probably do that 3 times a day. I don't know. you
Okay.
know?
Yeah.
I've done it and I've I've done it and I've seen it done too, and I'm like, damn, like you know what I'm
You guys
saying?
are both there just dealing with your things afterwards.
One shit,
Holy fucking
Yo.
to each other. Hey, that's
Like-
fucked up.
Yeah, like fuck it didn't like yo I was fuck, bro, I just
Just a beer
didn't yeah, it
busting.
just didn't happen, didn't nothing, and it's like yo fuck you're sleeping right beside oh, right
Finish that
beside her, like, real savage yo. She turned around, she's like, really not gonna wake me up? I'm like, oh, you're sleeping, babes. Like, fuck, I'm just
You were awake the first time.
nah, like I don't even want like
You tried that,
be
buddy.
awake for this. Be awake for this moment.
That's
And I wasn't
fucked up.
offended. Like I wasn't offended. I was just like I was kind of laughing still. 'Cause I heard it outside the bedroom. Like I was laughing. I was like, "Oh, you're for real?"
hear the roles.
I
Sound
was
like
like,
she got the clippers going in the next
yeah,
room.
like I heard the.
She's getting the lineup.
I opened the door. So under the blanket. I'm just like, yeah, I'm going outside, man. I'm not hearing this.
Was this your girl?
Yeah.
I'm not. That hurts more.
You're baffled. You can't have that.
Yo, I thought it was a random thing. Like,
Nah,
well,
fam, it's
I
like-
tried my best. I
Yo,
gotta go
bro,
home
it's
now.
just-
You know what I mean?
Yo,
My
listen.
girl though, like,
Yo, honestly,
But you guys have to wake up next
yeah,
day.
that
nah, like
sucks,
I was
bro.
hurting the first one, but I'm like, you know what? I'm satisfied. Like I'm satisfied.
You remember
I'm
that
blessed,
he finished
she's
and it was cool.
blessed.
I said, "Homie, I had a good time.
Yeah.
I did.
Yo, like I
that's
got you on the rebound. Right now, you're blessed.
That's
Do
why.
you, boo?
On the flip side, you just finished your encounter with your partner. It's a man, obviously. You find out that he had to master works after you left.
Yeah,
Are you
no,
offended?
I won't lie. I would be offended.
You'd be offended?
Yeah.
Right.
I feel like you're telling me like my box is trash. Like I feel
No,
like that's what
definitely,
you're
yeah.
telling me.
But is that a diss though? If that's just how he feels, like is that a diss?
If you're my man,
Going
you know
back to
what I would
honesty.
ask? How many times have you snuck off and done this, bitch? Like how many times?
Every time you needed to.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. How many times is that? Is it every single time?
You want me to go cheat or you want me to just do the book back right here?
Yeah,
A lie could get
okay,
worse, you
so,
know.
yeah,
Shit
sure.
could get
Pick your
worse.
poison.
Yeah,
I'll take the masturbator
Pick
over the
your
cheater.
battles.
what I'm saying?
I'll pick the masturbator over
Yeah.
the
That's how
cheater.
I look at it. Like, yo, masturbate has made a nigga not cheat. Not gonna lie.
Okay.
Nah, I would have to know. I would have to
Points.
redeem myself.
Points.
Leads me
No.
to my next question. Do you guys consider masturbation to be bad or healthy?
Shit. nigga.
Biblically, it's considered a sin. Scientifically, it's considered
Yeah,
normal.
it's not the smartest thing to
Right?
do.
Scientifically, it's considered normal.
Gotta go out and easy
All
with
right.
yourself, you know.
In X's realm, I feel like you're wasting your mana. You know, you only have so much life
Yeah.
force. Right? But personally,
Alright.
do you guys consider masturbation to be bad or healthy?
If we're gonna do bad or healthy, so I can only choose one.
Explain yourself.
Okay.
I just put some thoughts.
I'll put it more in the middle.
Yeah, put it-
like yo.
elaborate.
It's a part of life, bro. You're gonna find yourself in a time where you need something and you can't get it, or your options are bad, so you're better off alone. You see what I'm saying? And in that case, I can't say it's bad because yo, you solved your problem, but you shouldn't do that all the time. Like it's not what it was made for. Like it wasn't designed for you. You
a
know what I
joystick,
mean?
man.
Like you're supposed to
Mashing the
share
joystick.
it. Like go find something to share it with. You know?
You gotta be
100%.
strategic about it. Yo, you gotta be strategic
Yeah.
about
Yeah.
it.
This is like, it's a gift.
Yeah, exactly.
We have time for. Go ahead.
Nah, yeah, it's like, yeah, it's what Broski said. Like, yo, with great power comes great responsibility.
Bro, you said that?
he said,
I
he
did.
said-
More
Fam,
or
I
less
said
there.
that shit, bro. I said it.
he said it, you know, he used it as a tool, right? He's like, hey, I didn't cheat because I got this off, right? So it ended up being good there. But yeah, for sure. If you're sitting down, like, bro, like, mans are in jail. Yo, also, yo, listen, things are not, that's not the way to just be doing in your spare time. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Okay. How about yourself from a female perspective?
Sometimes you just need to go to bed, you know. There's a quick book bopping. Yo, look
Reset
at that.
your
Look at
rhythm.
it. Yeah.
I think everything in life is a balance. So I can't say that it's bad, like Rich said. I can't say that it's bad or it's good. I think it's somewhere in between. It depends on, I guess, how many times or like, I guess.
Okay. Well,
like,
that
you
actually
know?
leads me to another question I have. What is the healthy amount, if any?
That's what I'm saying. Like, I wouldn't even know.
Okay, so you know what? Well,
I feel like if you're numbering it, you're already going
Yeah,
down.
for
Yeah.
real.
It should be
You're
very
on a
occasionally.
decline.
okay, remember, you guys don't
You're
forget.
scheduling
gotta-
this?
On the internet, there's a whole
I
like.
gotta, I gotta.
Babe, chill.
take it
It's only my
down.
5th time this week. Like, relax.
Remember,
I
there's-
don't
I
have
have
a
to take it
problem.
down a notch. I have to take it down a notch.
there's such culture as goon culture, right? Where it's like people like it's a thing on the
I
internet.
didn't even know what gooning meant till like 6 months ago.
You
I've
thought-
been
Yeah,
hearing
when
the
did it
word for
change,
so
you know?
long.
Like-
You thought it was niggas thugging?
Bro, I
Yeah,
gotta
what
actually
is
know.
that?
They call
Yeah,
me
masturbating.
gooners. I'm like, I don't know what that means.
Gooners?
Yeah, gooners.
Yeah,
Yeah, see,
masturbating
cuz
is
just found out
gooning
right
now.
now.
I didn't know.
Yeah, so yeah, the
I was
popular
today years old.
It's some
popular-
young internet
Were you
shit.
today years old?
Man, remember before it was fapping?
It can't be good.
You guys were you guys around during fapping?
I miss fapping.
You miss fapping?
I never used that.
No, but it was a term you guys are aware of it? Okay,
Yeah.
well, gooning is the new term for, the new age people when they're referencing masturbation.
Thank you, because I gotta
Really?
watch
I
what
did
I
not
say.
know that.
Yeah, the bottom over there just gooning. I'm like, oh, chill.
I think it's too much if it's something you could look forward to.
That's funny.
Yeah, for
That's
real.
funny.
Like
That's
you
funny.
can expect some masturbation in the future. Fix up, fam. Fix that. Your schedule's fucked up.
Like if
4
you're
or
starting to
50. Yeah.
prefer your hand
I
over
think
the
I
real
think
thing,
I
we have a
It
you
should
have a
be
problem.
unexpected. Like, I didn't even know I would end up here. You know what I mean? Like, you shouldn't be planning that, fam.
Yeah, no.
Like if you start
That's
to prefer
true.
your hand over the real thing, we have a problem.
Yeah,
fair.
no, for real.
If you were dating someone, right? Say you're 3 months in, 90 days, boom. And they reveal to you that they touch themselves frequently because they haven't been in a relationship in a extended period of time. Would that bother you?
Frequently,
if
what's
shorty-
Every
frequently?
day.
Every
Once
day?
a day.
Blood clot.
Bro, I know some freaks
You
out
know
there.
what?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Some
it's
of that
hard
got
to
them are
say.
crazy.
See how I
Yo,
personalized
you know
it?
what I'm
realistically,
saying? Like-
mad women that you already been with probably do that shit, but you don't know because you
With
never
power
asked
tools.
them and they
First
never
off,
told you.
you know what I'm
The
see what I'm
rose
saying?
was an epidemic.
Yeah.
Battery operated power tools.
Yes, the rose was an epidemic.
The lightsabers, eh?
Frying their shit. Like,
It's a
Fried,
fact.
can't keep
Fried.
No, so it's
Fried,
so a
fam.
lot of
Shit's hitting
women,
you
a lot of
crazy.
people. I'm surprised how much people don't know on the internet or in life that like you can actually kill or like make those your nerve endings numb by over pleasuring yourself, especially with these power tools and these unnatural methods. So the gal them are over there just buzzing their cunt away, just trying to get, I'm nutting.
And niggas
then
over there punching that.
niggas over there putting his best work, Mike Tyson knockout.
Adrian Broner and that shit.
No, not God. Because yo, you are not battery operated, my friend.
Yeah. That's why it's
But then-
sticky. The concept of like her just beating this machine every night, fam, I don't rate that. You know what I mean? But at the same time, I literally don't know what women have been doing with them. So I don't ask these women how often they touch themselves. And I had good relationships with women who very well possibly could have did that shit. So I'm going to just say no, it's not a deal breaker.
Word.
If she holds it down.
Yeah.
If she holds it down.
Don't be a weirdo.
So, but once you're the new person you're dating, they pleasure themselves once a day. That's okay with you? Like you can still carry on dating them?
Yeah.
I'm going to say yeah.
Okay.
Because I'm assuming you probably do.
What about from a male perspective? You find out a man masturbates every night. Does that turn you off or no?
I guess it depends if it's like to porn every single night.
Well,
Because
he's not
then,
starting
Well, hold
a fire.
on. What do you think?
but that's
How
okay.
you think he's
so then,
doing it?
yeah,
Just starting a fire with some
Yo,
Kindle?
Yeah, what's
I
it
don't know. I don't know.
reading
Some people
scriptures
get
going crazy?
Some
What are you
people get
talking about?
creative and they don't need it. I don't know.
Reminiscing on his last encounter.
I don't know.
Nigga just locks in. Just
Yeah.
That Times New Roman, fam. It does it for me,
Let me
bro.
archive that memory. I don't know how it works.
Chapter
but then, yeah, I
4,
would have a
bro.
problem with it.
You wouldn't or you would?
I would have a problem with it.
What if he was reading smut?
Huh?
What if he was reading erotica? Not watching pornography, but reading erotica. Still pleasuring himself daily, but through.
But he's a scholar.
Scholarly
And a
Buddha.
gentleman.
He's giving you the jail talk.
I guess that's different. I
different?
view it differently.
Okay, well,
Can you explain why?
So that's what it's all about.
I view it
Remember,
differently
it's how it's said to her, eh?
because obviously the psychological side of pornography and the effect that it has on people that take it in, right? So from that point of view, that's why I would find it unhealthy if a man's engaging that every single night, like when he's watching the imagery of it every single night. But if he's reading a book and it's in details and he's using his imagination, like I don't know, I just
What
don't
if
see
he-
it
Oh,
as
Because he's doing his
bad.
homework, it's better.
Yeah, I just when
Yeah,
he's reading
that's
it and
why.
he's using his imagination.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna call
It's
Cap.
different than it being on the screen. I
So
don't
what if
know.
he's like, babe,
Call
walk-
me a hypocrite.
What
I'm
if he's
calling
like,
Cap on this
I
What
one.
if he's like, babes, talk me through it?
Yeah, I'll be like, I'll read it for you. That's
I like
different.
that. I like that answer though. I did like that.
Like,
I
that's
respect
different.
that.
But like
There's
a
always a
porn,
way around
like-
shit. You know what I'm
But I'm
saying?
not gonna lie. When you said it, I'm just like, yo, you don't like that he's looking at next things.
Yeah.
Nah,
no,
she
no.
just wants to know
That's
some
what it is.
more.
That's what it
Think
is.
of all the
That's what it
scholarly
is.
extras. You don't like these on the screen looking at next things
That's
that
what it
may
is.
not look like you,
Well-
and you don't like that idea that he's enjoying it thoroughly.
Too,
You know
but
what I mean?
I've heard, at least I've heard from the studies that I've seen online, that eventually, if you're addicted to porn so much, and you've like sooner or later, your curiosity crosses over from just watching regular porn, like men and women, you know, like you start crossing over into other things.
Nah,
when
so
you're,
I'm so sorry.
when you
Hold
have
on,
a
hold on.
porn
Where did you
addiction.
No, pause. Let me pause this.
Whoa.
No,
When
I
you
can't.
have a porn addiction.
No, let me pause it. I don't think niggas have ever watched so much porn they turn gay. I'm not gonna
I
lie to you.
never
That's how
said
that
gay.
works. Well,
I
you
never
said it
said-
started crossing over like.
They start, well, what
like
do you
crossing
mean?
into what?
You can start crossing over into
Wow.
Hold on.
like sex between a woman and animals.
You know,
Anime.
Don't ever
I
think.
never. You know what?
Be-
I've
what is
never
it
watched.
called?
Bestiality?
Bestiality.
That's
I've
what
never
it is.
watched so
First
Yo,
much
girls
soccer
watch
that
that
like.
shit more than mandem though.
Guys,
I'm not gonna lie.
if you want, go
This is
online.
going left
more
or
If you
left
go
or fam.
online,
Yeah.
you'll pull up the study and it'll show it. They said in the study, they're like, eventually men that are addicted to porn and they have a heavy addiction, like they can't function without porn. We're not talking about regular guys here. You guys can function without
Wake up in the
porn.
morning.
Man, we're locked
Yeah,
in.
some guys get lost in it, and
Like
those
they're going
are the
through
type
withdrawals,
of people.
like,
yo,
you know,
but it exists. It's funny, but it exists.
You know what's crazy?
I've never
It's-
like.
it might be a small percentage, but it does exist.
No, that's.
But like you see, like yo, I like soccer. Right? I'm a big soccer fan. I've never watched so much soccer that I'm like, yo, I need to watch basketball.
because soccer
Like,
and
that's just
porn are
never
two
happened.
different. But look at the psychological
like I just
impact.
never decided like yo, they're kicking the ball. They need to throw it now.
Yeah,
like you know what I mean?
But
Like
Mitch,
it
you're
doesn't.
comparing porn to soccer.
You're comparing men to women.
No, what?
Yeah,
what do
you
mean?
are. I'm a
It
man
was-
who likes watching women, and all of a sudden I'm gonna like watching
What do you
men.
mean? But it's a man who conducted the study and said it out of his mouth.
That nigga could
Maybe
be
he was
wrong.
maybe
But
he
that's
was
what I'm saying. No, he's
Maybe he's a little
collecting
gay
data
himself,
that he's watching it. I'm just saying it's a small percentage, but it exists.
I don't think you
is
could
what
like
I'm
women
saying.
so much that you start liking guys. I just don't think it works that
I
way.
never said
Don't get me
that.
wrong.
though.
Here. You know, I'm gonna tie it together. I understand what you said. Niggas watch enough porn, they get weird. Shit gets weird. You know what I'm saying? Like all of a sudden, yo, babes,
Normal shit doesn't excite me.
babes,
no
we
more.
should try this. All of a
I
sudden,
agree you would get
saying.
weird.
Hold
I
on.
agree you would get
hold on.
weird.
Imagine that. Your
doesn't
man's watching
excite
so much
them.
porn. Next thing, babes, we should try this. Now you're over there acting like a scene of facial abuse. You never even knew this was a thing, right? Barfing, all type of things, right? Gets
You
crazy.
get weird, but gay and weird.
Shorty might-
Keep
keep
Nobody,
going.
I never said gay. You guys
if
took
you're
it
watching
there.
that, then you.
You
No,
guys
as
took
soon
it
as you
there.
saw, as soon as you
But
saw,
it's what Castro said. Is that's what was said in the study, that if eventually it's not satisfactory to you anymore. You want something new. You want like a new high. You want some new imagery.
The new dopamine.
When you're addicted to porn, I'm not talking about regular males that occasionally they watch porn. Saying addicted, like you
so then
can't
you know what?
function
So
without it.
just to tail off on your point, what would you classify as addicted in terms of consumption amount?
I say if you're watching it
Every
every
day? Okay,
single
okay.
day, I think.
So
that
you wouldn't
there's
date a man
addiction.
who's so like just to conclude the question, you would have a problem with if your partner were to
Yeah.
pleasure himself every day to pornographic material. But if it were erotica, you have no problem with that.
No,
a man
because
could
then,
read,
like,
get
it
his
could,
scholar
like-
on, and stroke his beat.
I'll twist myself in there somehow. Like I
Okay.
said, I'll read
She's
the
reading
book.
the book.
So if I'm
Like a
involved, it's not
bedtime story,
masturbation.
you know?
Okay.
That's fair.
Like-
That's fair. Boom, and we're back. Joining us now is our latest panelist. Would you like to introduce yourself to the audience?
Yes, my name is Coco.
Tell them people where they can find you at. Drop your at.
New Being Royalty on Instagram or TikTok.
Boom. Welcome to Uncommon Sense. You guys ready?
Get it.
Boom. So for our next segment, we're going to do the whiteboard segment. This will be an agree or disagree. For this next segment, I'm going to say a series of statements or sentences. I need you guys to write down whether you agree with the sentence or disagree with it. Then we'll go around and identify, or like we'll go around and discuss the reasons for our answers if I choose to do so. You guys ready for that?
All right.
Boom. Whiteboard segment. You guys ready for number one?
Let's go.
Cool. The average woman has unrealistic standards when it comes to dating that keeps them single. Agree or disagree? The average woman has unrealistic standards when it comes to dating that keeps them single. We need you guys to write down your answers and reveal your boards. Reveal your boards to the camera in 3, 2, 1. Boards to the camera. Oh, it's unanimous across the board. Unanimous. One spokesperson. You know what, Jensia? Your answer, I was interested. You said you agree. Why do you find that to be the case?
Me?
Yeah.
I think it's the example that I used earlier, where it's like women will cop out on a man simply because they're not gonna go to Fiji every single weekend or buy Chanel, or he's not gonna buy you your 30-inch hair extensions.
down.
But you know what I mean? So I feel like it's just unrealistic. Like you see all of these birds on these panels talking about, oh, well, if he's not making 7 figures, like meanwhile they've given it up for less than a chicken nugget. So it just doesn't fucking make sense to me how they come on a panel and they come online and they almost discourage men from even trying to court any other woman, because then men get the impression that's the standard for all women, when there's actual women that will be more than willing, at least I know a few, that will be more than willing to build with a man, even though 100% his money's not there, but you're building something together. You know what I mean?
Perfect. Moving forward. Ooh. Starting or going into business together will make your relationship stronger. Starting or going into business together will make your relationship stronger. Agree or disagree? I need you guys to reveal your boards to the camera in 3, 2, 1. Boards to the camera.
I put yes, but
You put yeah.
should've put
That's okay. Okay, we have a disagree and we have agree. Cam, I want to know why you agree first.
Yo, I mean, girls make money a lot easier than guys, you know? And, you know, men are real responsible with money. So, like, when you mix those two together, it can work nice, you know? Like, but, and then I feel like if your girl, like, probably she don't have to be 50-50 or nothing, but if she don't contribute nothing, she's probably going to be lazy.
Can you give me an example of a business you would go into a woman with? Yo.
You said go into a woman with. Go into with a woman.
Sorry. You're right. You're absolutely right.
A bunch of different businesses still. I feel like women can answer a bunch of different businesses. Like, you know, like, I don't know. Let's say you had a car shop. She could be the front desk, you know? Or if, I don't know, you had a restaurant. She could be a fine waitress. You know what I'm saying? Like, she could basically fit into what you do in a good way. Okay, you know, she don't have to tear the thing down. I feel like they're better like that anyway when they add to it. You know what I'm saying?
Coco, why do you disagree?
Okay, so I just wanted to establish, you mean in terms of a relationship, right? Like you're going into a business with your partner. I don't think it always necessarily works because just because it works in one setting doesn't mean it necessarily will work in another. And depending on the business, some people don't handle authority well. And sometimes when it comes to being in a business with someone, someone's going to have to take over a certain role. It's just part of business. Okay. Someone has to be leading. So I think with that being said, not everyone does well in those dynamics, which is why I said disagree.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Moving forward. Ooh. Toronto men lie about eating pussy. Agree or disagree? Toronto men lie about eating pussy. Agree or disagree?
Killed me.
No.
Please reveal your voice to the camera in 3, 2, 1. Voice to the camera. Oh, you disagree? Yo, why do you disagree? I don't know. Yeah, explain yourself.
I mean, from my experience, I've never I've never experienced that. So that's why I disagree. I've never had that.
Oh, you're from the city.
Valid. A representative from the disagree.
I should agree.
Oh, sorry. A representative from the agree. My apologies.
Niggas like to lie.
All right.
Nigga, I'm talking to their girl.
It's like a pastime.
Very straightforward.
I've seen the video, bro.
And that. There's also that.
Like, what? Bro, you just got into an argument.
We
You
heard
just
from the
talk
other
all this
side.
shit when you got into an argument, right? Oh, I didn't even know you did that. Say word.
She just reveals everything in that
You're my
one
dog,
argument.
but yo, you're wildin'.
Ooh,
Can't show the blood.
that's funny. That's funny. Clear your boards. You ready for the next question? Ooh. Being invited to Drake's mansion is a badge of honor for the galdem.
That's an idiot.
Being invited to Drake's mansion is like a badge of honor for the galdem.
Badge of honor.
The fucking Super Bowl.
Come on.
You know what?
3, 2, 1. Please reveal your voice to the camera. Agree. It is to them. Depends on the gal. And disagree. Why do you disagree?
Because what do you get from it though? Like what do you win?
You saw the walls.
Like what do you get? Like what
You
what
saw
comes
his
from
walls,
that?
he saw your walls, you know what I'm
Like,
saying?
do you now get
it was
a
wall to wall,
lower
bro.
mortgage
Fuck.
rate? Like, does that now decrease your car insurance? Like, I'm confused. I don't know. To me, it's just like it's a conversational piece at a party, but
Yo,
like
it literally
that's
might.
You just
All
gotta
those
get,
bills
tires
might
up
go
in that
away.
bitch.
Like, what?
you just gotta get invited to see.
Yeah.
Does it boost the esteem of one
That's what I'm
who's
saying. Like, what does it really do?
does it boost the esteem of one who has seen the inside walls of Drake's mansion?
The esteem.
Yes.
So you
Inside
mean-
of the walls of inside Drake's man is a lot, bro. Yeah.
For
Person's
her,
self-esteem,
yeah. For a lot of them, yes, for sure.
So does it as a woman, would your standards go up after leaving the premises? You're like, I'm this tier of woman. I've a lot of that.
They would act like that for sure.
I would assume
A lot
so.
of them act like that.
100%.
Yeah. We're
I've
regular.
seen it personally, so
We're
I just
regular
think it's
niggas
just-
now, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We ain't shit. Back to normal.
You can't fraternize with the peasants anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah,
To the
that's
embassy.
that.
It's back to you niggas ain't
Yeah.
Oh,
That's why I said depends on the gal.
okay, that's valid. Ooh, if a woman likes you, regardless of stranger or not, she'll respond to your DM. It doesn't matter what you say. Agree or disagree?
If she likes you.
Yeah. You're shooting your shot at a stranger. You shoot a DM.
Oh, you mean like it don't matter what I say if she's rocking with me?
Yes.
Oh. Okay.
You shoot your shot in the DM. If she likes you, it doesn't matter what you say. Because, yo,
I always get the shaky markers.
Yeah.
you guys can all
Every
pick.
episode.
Yeah, you can pick a next marker if it happens.
It's because you're an Arsenal gooner, Mitch.
Oh, Lee, look what happened to you.
bro,
Look what happened.
Disrespect.
Set yourself up for
Yo, bro, we're the
disrespect.
champions, bro. Deserve better. We won, fam. What are you talking about?
Okay.
That was on a setup.
Please reveal your boards to the camera in 3, 2, 1. We have a disagree, an agree. Agree, read the room. Agree, I've said dumb shit. Yo, you know, I like your answer the best. What have you said, man?
Sometimes I didn't say it. There were times I didn't even say it. She just
a lie?
you know what I'm talking about.
Okay. Why did you disagree?
Because words matter. They absolutely do
So
matter.
what's
Character matters.
So then, to follow up that, what is the appropriate way a man should enter the premises of your DM?
Just be respectful.
How does one administer respect? He's saying, hey.
Well, yeah, you could say hey, but I've literally had someone approach me and tell me that I'm a beautiful specimen, which I feel was like really dehumanizing. Because what do you mean specimen? Like, am I a science experiment?
You're just trying something new.
I'm on lie.
Yeah, but it was just like, no, I don't like.
He tried it.
I felt like he was gonna like dissect me later or
Specimen,
something. Like I was
I
good.
wouldn't use that one, but I see where you're
I see
going
what
with
you're
it.
trying
Like
to do.
that was just no.
Okay, no,
So-
but like that was in the DM.
See how the dogs rate it
No.
though?
My question
We understood.
my question specifically pertained to the DM. How does one DM you to get your attention? Complete stranger.
Yeah, I guess just approach like you would a friend.
No.
you know?
That's,
What if we
that's
just
not an answer.
we
I'm not
send you a
allowed to.
picture with racks?
All of your answers require us to know what you're talking about. So,
Well, like
you
hi,
know,
how
so
are
So
you?
how is a guy approached you in your
I think
DM
you're
that you
beautiful.
responded
I
to?
would love to get to know you better.
That's the rundown. Like a man needs to, hi, how are you? I think you're
Yeah, I
beautiful.
think that's a great start.
Did that work on
That's
you?
a great start.
Did it work on you?
We talking about me or are we talking in
We're
general?
talking about you.
Like what did a guy say to you?
Why you keep talking?
Don't worry about it, sweetheart. Don't worry about
Like,
it.
what did a guy say to you that worked?
I
Yeah,
asked what
it
works.
has, yeah.
You know what it's the premise.
Yeah, it has. You know,
It worked? Okay.
Okay.
You hear that? For all those that listen at
maybe a
home.
nice gesture. You
Can
know?
I just
Yeah.
clarify
No specimen
something?
talk.
Yes.
So I put agree, like it doesn't matter, but obviously, guys, you should know it's not like yo, bitch. So you want to go out,
Yeah.
like you know what I mean? Like it should be common sense
No,
how
no,
you
I-
approach a female. That I just
man-
wanted to clarify
A
that.
man has just said, hey, what's up? In your DM.
Yeah,
Are you responding or are you not responding?
Yeah. If I like him,
Okay. So
Yeah.
then,
The man
so
look
then what
good, I'm
saying-
responding.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So that was the premise of my answer, my question. Next question. You guys ready?
yes, sir.
Women always have a backup ready. Agree or disagree? Women always have a backup ready. Agree or
there are
disagree?
barely questions, you know.
What is it? What is a backup? Like,
Another nigga that could sub in when you're ready.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. Boards to the camera. I feel so. Disagree. That was real tricky. Agree, disagree. Oh, the ladies disagree. You know what?
That's crazy.
That's not surprising.
Yeah.
I disagree.
Do we suspect fallacy?
Yes.
Okay. Well,
Why?
why?
Because you guys always have another option. Like, why are we even lying about this? You guys have 17 niggas in the DMs, text message, wherever. And you may not be proactively giving him the attention that he wants, but you haven't gotten rid of him either. So as soon as your situation currently is no longer working, you know you can go back into this inbox, this Rolodex of niggas, and then just go about
Pick
go
out
about
a new
your
one.
business. Yeah. And you know that's the truth. I don't know why we're playing
But that
that.
doesn't
kinda
really
remember to see if he's cute
classify
again,
as
you know
a
what I mean?
backup to me, because a backup would be like this. I can have this situation again with another person. That's what a backup
No, you
would
can't
classify
replace
as
the
to me.
person and all their unique qualities, but the functionality of the relationship, you can
But-
get that with one of these other
You
people
get
right
instant
here.
We're
satisfaction.
just saying compensate loneliness.
Yeah, like a spare tire. It's not the same as the one
Yeah,
that,
you
that
know the
blew,
Yadam
but you're
do
going to
not.
get from point A to point B right
Yeah.
now.
The y'all do not want to be lonely.
There are
That's like the
options there,
kryptonite.
but that doesn't necessarily mean it's something that I would want to actually go for.
So I obviously have a different response, but it also is the type of woman that you're dealing with. Obviously, for the majority, if women are worldly women, like every single time, like I'm done. Let's just say me and Castro together. Then I'm done with him. Then I'm going with X. Like a month later, 2 weeks later. I'm just saying, as an example, those women, yes, they definitely have a backup. But women that are able to sit in their solitude because they have found healthy ways to sit in their solitude, they're not gonna have a backup plan.
So
like,
hard for
at
niggas
least,
to believe that.
At least from my experience, like me and my ex, we broke up like what 3.5, 4 years ago. I still haven't gotten into a relationship with someone else. Now, onto Mitch's point, where it's like a bunch of guys are gonna be DMing you. At least the way that I handle that in my relationship, I block them. The second that you cross into my DMs and you see I'm in a relationship and you're trying to cross that boundary that you should already know there should be a clear boundary because you see I'm in a relationship, I block you. Like that's how I handle it.
So 2 questions. Would you deem yourself the exception or the average in this scenario?
I would deem myself the exception because I agree with Khem that a lot of women can't sit in solitude. Right. They can't be lonely. They can't.
They can't be lonely.
They can't sit in loneliness.
I know
like
girls.
the bigger kryptonite than like even calling them a hoe. Like
Word.
Yeah. A lot of women when you're not secure within yourself. To be quite honest with you, to me. When you don't have a relationship with God, with Christ, you're gonna turn into one of those women.
100%.
But if you're anchored in Christ and you get your validation from Christ, you're not gonna give into that worldly thing because you're already fulfilled. Even if that person departs from you, you're already fulfilled. You don't need to seek that validation or attention or love from someone else because you're still finding it in you're still seeing the ways that you're loved outside of that relationship. You know, at least for me, that's the way. But I know that I'm not the average. I know that I'm the exception.
Yeah, it's definitely you're the exception. I think most women, like, them being lonely is like when you're sleeping and someone takes the blankets off.
Yeah.
I agree. Like when they don't have a nigga, it's that feeling. Oh, fuck, bro, I need cover.
Like,
I need cover. You know what I'm
gosh.
saying?
Yeah,
and then that's how like a nigga that maybe is like not even up to usual standards, but his ass is right there.
Yeah.
Like she gonna use him. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
I
And
agree.
like, bro, I just seen that shit happen too much. You guys almost look like not having some kind of man in your life is retarded to you.
Yeah.
You know,
It's
and
true.
so I
That's
just
so
don't think you're
wild
gonna
to
spend
me.
too much time alone.
I've told a girl that I'm like, yo, you're just.
Yeah.
I've seen the manage do it. I'm like, yo, you're just lonely, eh? Like,
real shit. Like,
I
you're
told-
bored.
I'm like, yo, you need to like do some time by yourself still, because
Yeah.
like this
I
isn't
think-
working.
I think women need that type of attention, like the romantic attention, in the way that men need sex. You need to know that somebody wants you and is there for you at all times, or you feel uncomfortable. Just like if a man
validation.
doesn't have access to some cheeks,
It's validation.
like I think you both feel just as shaky.
It
So
is.
It's an ego thing too.
So yeah. So I'll add to that point. So a lot of so I'll just refer to them as broken women. I think a lot of broken women, they chase attention because that fulfills them versus intention. When you're dealing with a woman that has done the work, she's always gonna look for intention. She can get all the attention in the world. Like I just talked about it with my homegirl the other day, where she's like, she's chopping it up with me and she's telling me about the problems that she has. It falls into this backup plan. Whereas like, she's like, yeah, but these guys, they all know that I'm with this person and they're still hitting me up. That like, I have so many options. I'm like, you have a lot of options that are willing to fuck you. You don't have a lot of options that are willing to lead, protect, and love you. So please know the difference. A lot of women get gassed up because they get attention from a lot of men. That attention is just because those men, as soon as they hit it, they're done. But meeting a man that's going to have intention for you, that's going to want to lead, protect you, and love you, that's a different type of relationship.
and that's the thing about the backup thing. Yeah.
No, I do agree that it's hard. Like, and we've discussed this before, where I do find that women have a hard time differentiating the types of attention from lustful attention to actual intentional. You know what I mean? My second question was a little more vulgar. After you broke up with your man, all those mans that you blocked, did you unblock them?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not one.
Not one.
Just checking.
Because
The
like after
exception,
that,
man,
like the
murder.
awkwardness is like, oh, by the way, it didn't work out. Hoes, come back. And, like,
Yo,
I
but
didn't
the
want to
Gatam
do
are
that.
like that.
I know
though.
you think
You know
it's
those
crazy.
I know.
Niggas
You know
really
they
like
are.
that.
My ego,
They'll be
the
like,
way
oh,
my
ha,
ego's
ha.
set up, I can't do
They'd
it.
be like, I was playing last year, but what are you doing?
Madam, have any of you ever been unblocked or responded to after
Yo,
this period
Yes,
of time?
yes,
Okay, I just wondering.
yes. You think I don't know? You just left that nigga. You think I don't know?
Yeah.
You think I'm dumb?
Now you're liking my
Hey,
shit.
big
all
head.
of a sudden you talk so much. You know what I mean? Like you
You
were
I
respond
know
now?
so many
Yeah,
things
like-
about you.
No,
now.
as soon as I
You
see
think I
hey,
don't know,
go
like-
back, check the profile. That nigga don't even exist
You
no
was
more.
crazy.
That nigga-
There's like two Y's on the end of that. Hey,
It's like
too.
y'all
Yeah,
switch places. Like he got blocked. You got unblocked.
So say that again.
No, it's like y'all switch places. Like he got blocked, you got unblocked.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Oh, the Freaky Friday?
Just sucked you out, man. Like, yeah.
But you guys ready? Next question. A 30-year-old man dating a 20-year-old woman is a form of grooming. Agree or disagree? A 30-year-old man dating a 20-year-old woman is a form of grooming. Agree or disagree?
Fucked up.
No. I see you right now. Like, fuck, but you know what I'm saying.
I see you not writing them. Like, yeah, you fucked up.
That's stupid.
I'm like, whatever. Niggas already done writing, bro.
3, 2, 1. Please reveal your boards to the camera. Yo, Khem, why do you agree?
I mean, it is.
He's like, I don't know what they're on.
It just is. Like, if, I don't know, maybe you could groom somebody to do something good, I guess, but you're still grooming them. I mean, they're obviously, like, young as fuck compared to you. So it's just like, even if you have a good intention, you're gonna have to groom them in a certain way. You're probably working on taxes and paying your mortgage and shit. This person doesn't even know what a tax is yet. You know what I'm saying? So it has to be
So
that.
there, okay.
I would disagree because, like, that, for your example to work, you'd have to determine that the 30-year-old is mature enough to be having all those things going on in his life, that he's in such a different place than that woman. Like, it's a lot of people that are mature, like, in terms of maturity, they're basically the same age. Like, a lot of people don't really grow after high school, don't learn a whole lot, you know? And so I've seen, like, younger women, she could be, like, 20-something, and she's more mature than a 30-year-old woman. And vice versa. It could be a young man more mature than a 30-year-old man.
Yeah,
So,
that's
there
why.
has to
always
be a
have.
line where you call it grooming, because if you don't, then it can push even lower than that, and
I
then it
do
can get
think-
into, you know. So you have to make a certain line where you say this hardcore line is grooming and this isn't, or else you're gonna have people that push it lower than 20.
I feel
18.
like if it's, I
well,
feel like
if it
if
goes
it's
lower than that, then I would
if
call
it's
it that.
more than 10 years, then yes, 100%. I would say it's grooming because a 20-year-old and a 30-year-old, I think, still have a lot in common. You guys are both done high school. Maybe you guys are both still in school. There's still a lot that can be shared in terms of experience. So I don't necessarily think, I mean, of course you have.
So you know
Not
what? So you know what?
there's
No,
outliers,
just
but-
to add and play devil's advocate to your point, you said over a 10-year gap. So 30 to 20 is decent because they fall within.
That's like the end of the, that's the
But-
like the
but-
cutoff.
So 19 is where you draw the line.
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely.
Okay.
Like 11 plus, yeah.
Okay.
100%.
That's fair. That's fair. Now, a question for the women: were you ever at a point in life where, like, I don't know, I seen a lot in my high school, for example, where the gal them in high school where we're looking at man driving car and substantially older, basically. Was that an experience that you seen or a part of it? Were you attracted to older men at a younger age?
No, not that no. I
Because it's
was
not like an
never-
uncommon occurrence.
You know those
No.
niggas who
No,
are
it
like
happens,
grade
though.
50?
I always thought those guys were
happens.
sus because it's like, why are you not talking to people in your own age group?
That's
I
about
always
it.
thought that was weird.
But to
Yeah.
tell the truth, like all the baddest gal at the school, they're gonna do that. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like that's
Yeah,
just
I know some young hoes.
yeah, like
They
they're
got
gonna do
started.
that.
Bro, I know.
Ironically,
Bro, they
See,
go-
it was different for me.
Ironically,
I
it
went
was
to
hot
all
gal
girls
that
high
did that.
school.
Not like
One at a
Yeah,
time. One at a
it's
time. One at a
different.
time. One at a time, please.
Say that again, Kim.
No, I'm saying ironically, it's like the hot girl that would do that. It's not like some ugly waste girl that would probably have the 32-year-old boyfriend at a Benz. You know,
The
like,
one who had a plan.
it's gonna be some hot girl at the school that like
That's
Yeah,
fair.
when I was younger, that's what I seen. It wasn't like the average. It was like the ones that look a little bit better that get the attention from the rest of us. But she's trying to talk to the 25-year-old guy or some shit. You know,
I feel extra special.
yeah. So I definitely seen
Nigga
that a
dropped
lot.
her at school. Can't compete with that.
I walked
Pushing a bus pass.
Literally, I walked here, bro.
Man beat up the heel toe express.
The TTC route.
You guys ready for the next question? Oh. As you get older, sex becomes less important. As you get older, sex becomes less important. Agree or disagree? Cause over there pondering.
Yo.
Free my cuz pondering.
still haven't gotten an answer yet. I'm like,
Fam, just be honest, fam. It's important. Like,
Can we put 50-50 on?
yo, just be honest. That's all I ask. Please reveal your boards to the camera in 3, 2, 1. Boards to the camera. Agree. Probably I'm not there yet.
50-50.
Okay, I disagree and disagree. Okay, you know what? You're the odd man out.
Just frivolous sex, not having sex. Sex is always important. But like fucking random people, like random bitches
Yeah,
and shit.
that's what
that
I
like
mean.
I'm like, buddy, I'm gonna see you twice. I already
Okay.
know this. You know, like that's less important. I got more shit to do.
Okay, okay. Now on the flip side, Khem, you disagreed. Why?
What was the question again?
I said, as you get older, sex becomes less important.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, it's always super important still. I guess I guess it depends on what broski's situation. If it was his perspective, then I get it. But like on a whole, it's like super important because like that's the only thing that like makes or breaks relationships usually. You know,
I've seen big people argue for some sex. Like
big people, like
I've seen big women argue like, "Oh, bro, your thing's not
It's
standing." Like, you know what I'm saying? Your
It's
thing's not
important.
standing. Like,
It's important.
bare arguments.
and
fam.
she's a good lady.
Yeah.
9 times out of 10, you
She's
never
been
even
sitting
seen her
downstairs
act like that. You know,
3 months, no wood. Yo, best stand when she goes upstairs.
Yeah,
Yo,
jeez,
nah.
no.
Best stand is crazy. Beer pressure, though. You don't want the man folding under
I
pressure.
definitely agree with Mitch's perspective. That's where I was agree and disagree on.
Awesome. Get ready for the next question. Men are more loyal than women. Agree or disagree? Men are more loyal than women. Agree or disagree?
This one's a little tough. This one's a little shaky.
I like these. I like it.
This one's super shaky still.
Please reveal your boards to the camera in 3, 2, 1. Boards to the camera. We have an agree. I'm a good guy. That's funny. Disagree.
The least trustworthy answer.
Yo, you got nervous, started fucking shit
You
up.
see how the spirits got you, fam?
I played the
For
fifth.
liar, you
As soon as you lied, fam, dropping things. Yeah.
The ancestors are watching. Bro.
Yeah, fam. They're very disappointed.
You've disappointed some Trinis, bro. Why do we disagree?
Let me just say this.
Go ahead, say something.
I was on a phone call the other day and I was having a conversation with someone about this post I posted saying that men should stop looking their friends' girlfriends. And essentially it went that, well, this is just a normal occurrence, is what the person's response was. This is just a normal occurrence. That's what people do. So I think that kind of I just wanted to lay that on the
That
table.
nigga's not trustworthy.
I don't even. So yo, okay. From
That
my,
nigga's a
I'm
slime.
about to say, from my
That ain't
personal,
friend
that's
of
a
mine.
slime.
you know what? Yeah,
Slime.
that's a slime first off. Because personally, in my own experience, I've been a man my entire life. As soon as someone like in my circle or someone that I respect courts a woman and that's your woman, yo, I don't even like.
Yeah.
I
Stevie Wonder.
Yeah.
respectfully, we don't even hug.
That's a red flag.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you know what I'm
literally.
saying? Handshake, dappy, cordial.
Stevie Wonder, the whole thing. Just
Yeah, like
Pretty much. Barely even see you. Yeah.
Yo, if she goes to hug, I look at my brethren.
yo, you know what?
Like, yo, she goes to hug, cause yo, it's blessed.
Nah, I definitely had those ones. I'm like
That's real.
hesitating. Like,
That's
fam,
real.
hold
That's
on.
very real.
He's not saying nothing. Okay, I
Like,
guess
you know,
so.
because I'm a hugger. I'm
You know
not.
what the worst is too? It's fucked up. Like socially, because sometimes it's like, yo, you kind of know people, you're being social, whatever. You ever go for the hug and it's like, yo, it's not right. You're like, nah, it's not it.
Yeah.
I've been like, oh, that was wrong.
Awkward talk.
I'd rather just be rude and awkward still.
Right. On the
Yeah,
flip
for
side,
sure.
so yo, on the flip side, because you want to talk about, do the gal them not pre their brethren's man?
100%.
Come on, no.
Again, it
Oh,
depends.
see that inhale?
This is a
I need you
difficult.
niggas
This
to-
is a difficult question for me because generally I'm very cautious of who I bring my partner around if I have a.
But
if I'm
why
in a
you
relationship.
have to be
had the
so
same
cautious?
difficulties
Because
talking
I
about
don't
the man,
want
though.
to. Why am I walk into bridges I don't need to cross? Why am I doing that?
Bridget's
No.
Okay.
That's her brethren's fine man.
I definitely.
Yeah, but I don't feel like all your friends you can bring everywhere.
Man walking in
Sometimes
like
you have friends that you have. You know what I mean? For certain. you
I've
know?
never had female
Yo.
hoish friends.
man shows up like guest star in the place. Just yo.
I'm not
Feel
saying
my
that they
presence.
are. I'm just saying I don't even want there to
You're-
be a
yo.
that. You know what I mean?
Your homegirl shows up with Gaston.
Hey, you know.
You're not pre that? You're
Yeah,
like,
what are you talking about? Come to the
I
castle.
mean, I would tell her she
Francais.
did great. I'd
And
be
you-
like, you did that. You ate, girl.
Okay.
You absolutely ate that
how
down.
about you from your world experience?
From my experience, it's just a switch in me. Like I switch it off. Like you guys, like if you respect and you honor somebody, it's just like a switch. It's like nah, like you don't cross that
He might as well
boundary.
be my
Or
brother.
even because
You're one.
some people after like let's just say I'm like messing with someone and then I'm done with them. Some girls will then be like, yeah, well, like it wasn't serious. And then they go, like, I even find that wrong. Like anybody that had anything to do with my girls, like they're off limits to me. Like I don't care if it was a fling, a relationship, like it's dead to me. Like
That's
it's
fair.
a dead emotion.
Have you ever had someone pre your man?
Yeah, 100%.
And that was like a Russian?
She wasn't a close friend, but she she was an acquaintance that kept on trying to like demonstrate me love while she was fucking my man the entire time online.
Oh, like she what? Like she was
cold-blooded.
fucking your man?
Yeah, she was like sleeping with him, and then online she was like, "Congratulations, girl, you did that." So she wasn't a close
We
brethren.
gotta throw hands now. We gotta.
She wasn't a close
That's
friend.
dark.
That's grimy
but it
stuff.
was,
Why?
it
How
was
you
an
Question why I don't bring the friends around.
It was an acquaintance. It was a close enough acquaintance where it's like we
Broski,
grew
I
up
guess
together.
the answer to your
you know?
question is
Yeah,
Man,
yeah.
am I looking more low?
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Because
say so.
I will say though, sometimes it has nothing, and even with guys like try.
Gather yourself.
Yeah, you had a bad 10 seconds.
She
just
thought
now,
of the
man.
situation.
Yeah,
It came
she
back
had-
up.
She thought about one of these friends.
I was like, let me move it.
Shook
I
her
will
up,
so
man.
say
wouldn't
that
happen.
sometimes when people are seeking your partner, though, sometimes it has nothing to do with how your partner looks. It's just the fact that you have them. They want something that you have.
I think
That's
women
it.
do that
You know
way
what I
more
mean?
than
You know
men.
what it
Yeah,
is?
sometimes the
So-
women want to fuck over the women.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yo,
they just like the way that she's being treated. No, I'm being treated like shit. So I want her to feel like I'm gonna prove that your man is like every other guy that's running through me. Like some bitches are fucked.
Running through me.
That's some crazy
Or
shit
there's
a
some- It's the
nigga
truth,
could
though.
never even imagine.
So
You
they're
don't
doing
think
like
that.
kamikaze hoeing.
There's
Like,
Yes, whole
Yeah,
Kazi.
man, you-
whole
They
Yeah.
will
It's
pretend to be your
competition.
friend. They'll hear about like, yo, it's happened. Like one of my close person of mine. She got married. She had the girl as her bridesmaid. She would vent to the girl about the problems she was having in her marriage. She would leave the girl by herself with her kids, babysitter, and the girl fucked her husband.
Yeah, shit.
Because
One
girls,
keeping it real goes wrong.
yeah.
You know those ones?
this is what I'm
But-
saying. It has
brings up
nothing to
a-
do with how he, like, who he is as a man. It's just how he treats her. Is like, nah, I gotta
This
prove that
brings
he's
up
a
a
piece of shit.
big topic, you know what I'm saying, of polygamy and monogamy, you know, because if there wasn't a draw to that, then women wouldn't want to share your man, right? So like maybe in the places in the world that polygamy is practiced and those religions and stuff, it's like maybe when a girl feels that way, now you guys all live together. Maybe that's a natural feeling that like gets addressed.
Become
Yeah,
righteous.
yeah, I like that.
Nah, it's some real shit though because the
You're trying to make it
characteristics-
work, eh?
I'm just saying, I'm like,
Planting
working
the seed.
man.
maybe that's where it comes from. You know what I'm
Planting the
saying?
seed.
Like,
But nah, it's for real
See
though
where your
because
head's
like,
at. Let's make it work.
See how you guys are team working? Yeah, it could be full time.
teamwork makes it
Like,
teamwork.
I seen because even like the reasons as to why she's drawn to him in a way, it's because of how he's dealing with the first girl.
That's what I'm
She's like, well, shit, I can use some of that in my life.
Yeah.
I'm not like the man are not looking at your girl like I want her to treat me that way. No, I just want to fuck your girl. Fam.
Yeah.
So I'm
Straight
not
up.
really.
Which
Is this not assert dominance?
Yeah, I'm just trying to take over the thing for my own benefit, fam.
We don't
That's
even
all it
want
is.
her. We
It's
just
an
want to
ego
use her.
Whereas this woman's literally looking at the treatment that her brethren's getting. Like I could sign up for that package.
Yeah.
So
She wants those
The
feelings.
reasoning
Yeah.
being applied is so different when the two parties are acting, and so I think what he's saying has some logic and merit to it. Like the nigga has proof of concept with the way he's treating the first girl. You could just
100%.
jump right in there.
And what I
you don't
was
got to worry
saying
about it.
is in the other places of the world, like maybe that's how the situation fully goes instead of this fucked up way, you know? Because it's like, oh yeah, when this comes up, I just tell her to move in. What do you mean? You guys don't do that, right? And then like in our world, it's like, oh nah, when that comes up, she's a bitch and bomb, you know?
Can I add something? So last time I was here, remember we got into the topic of cheating, and it's never about it's the deception that hurts. It's the
Yes.
fact that you didn't let me decide for myself. You made that decision. So going on Khem's point, is like when a man presents, it's like, I feel like the men that cheat is because they know they're lacking in some type of area. It's either you don't have your dick in that big, or it doesn't work that good. You don't got enough money. You don't got enough status. So you're lacking in some area that you have to cheat and lie and deceive. When a man has all three of those factors down pat, they're gonna look at the girl and be like, "Yo, this is my program. It's either you're with it, or if you're not, it's cool. Like there's another option. You know what I mean?"
A good guest on the show.
So I feel like I feel it's the deception. So like when a man is straight, like, and we hear it all the time. And like when my male like friends ask me, I'm like, no, bro. Like when you're straight up, when you tell a girl like, nah, I just want pussy, it's like you'll get more pussy.
Yo,
than when
facts.
you're lying. Like you'll
Facts.
get it like endlessly. So I feel like it goes
Endlessly,
off of
you
what
said.
Cam is saying.
Wednesday at that.
I think a lot of what you said makes sense, but I'm not certain if it's just he's lacking in something specifically. We also live in a society that frowns upon it. You see what I mean? So he knows that more than likely he's gonna face some type of penalty if he's like, I want another bitch. You know what I mean? So he's like, rather than go through that adversity, buddy, I can just lie. Especially if he feels he can get away with it, and I can get both things that I want without necessarily him being like a person that's lacking.
So you don't think that has to do with confidence though?
No, I think the average experience, like average baseline confidence, so we're not going to say that they're not confident, they're insecure. This is a regular person. The regular person is thinking of all the possible things that will go wrong if he's just going to say, I want another woman. Whereas it takes an exceptionally confident person to be like, I don't give a fuck what goes wrong. I want the other woman. You're going to let me have it or I'm going to go somewhere else. That's like an exceptional characteristic.
Yeah.
I don't think the other guy is lacking. I think he's actually average.
So has average confidence, just not that
Average confidence does not want to go against the grain.
He needs to run into the nigga with the confidence.
You know?
Like that. You know what I'm saying? Once he runs into that nigga,
Right to rub off. Right to rub off.
You gotta think like the average person has a job. They're not an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
The average person doesn't want to
I
face the
agree.
risk of handling their own business. All your income is
yeah.
predicated on your success. Whereas somebody else, you could work for a business that's not doing very well, but you get the same paycheck every
Yeah,
week.
so it's like 50,
So-
like a 50%. It could be like a 50-50 though draw.
It's
where
fear of
like,
consequence.
Exactly. Where it's like some people are like the average. They're not lacking anything. They have all factors, but they just don't want to go through it. Where the other half is like, yeah, they are insecure. They lack on something, and that's why they lie and they lead
Yeah,
with deception.
that's possible. Yeah.
Guys, that concludes my whiteboard segment. I have one question before you move on to a different a different segment. You guys ready for that? You guys are able to put your whiteboards down.
Oh, okay.
Right? My next question relates directly to what we're discussing, though. Right? Figuratively, how would you feel 3 months into a relationship? You know, obviously it's still new, only 90 days, 90-day trial, 90-day
90-day
fiance.
fiance.
Exactly, right?
things.
How would you feel if you found out your partner had a side piece? Right?
In the 90-day trial?
In the 90-day trial.
Chapo.
Right? Answer that question first before I proceed with more stipulations. Just on the over, like, you find out someone has someone on the side. Obviously, you don't know them that well. Like, it's 90 days. You know each other. You guys have engaged in sex, but you guys haven't had no deep, real, substantial conversations. But you find out that, they have someone on the
But
side.
we haven't had no deep talk about it.
No. It comes up in the 90
Can't
days.
even be too mad then.
You're not mad?
Like, is this in the
I'm
talking
mad.
stage?
90 days, however long that takes.
Like
That's
you've
not-
been blessed with her, but you haven't like talked about the real feelings with like you haven't told her you're ready to lock in.
Like, okay, so you're not in a relationship
Yeah.
yet.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've seen that situation. I'll just speak my mind about it still.
So how would your mind feel?
I'd be like, oh, you're talking to two niggas at the same time. You're weird.
So would that deter you from continuing?
I'd probably just tell her, yo, you have to make a decision, right? Because, okay, I'm not your man, so I can't tell you what to do. You know what I'm saying? But I'd be like, if you want me to be your man, then I'm going to have to tell you what to do. So it's like, yeah, you kind of got to make a decision. I don't think, even like, girls are not even like that anyway. Like, girls only like one dude really usually at a time anyway. So it's like, which one is it, you know? You have to pick.
Word. Ladies, how would you feel if you found out the man you're talking to for 90 days has a side piece? And the side piece obviously predates you.
Oh, well, then I'm out of there.
Yeah.
Because it's like, if I'm not
Deal
enough,
breaker.
then that's okay. I'll just be enough somewhere else.
So, and hold on. Do you guys agree with Khem's last sentiment about girls liking one guy at a time?
At least that's how I
Like,
operate.
truly, yeah.
What's truly mean?
Truly.
What's truly like?
Like, in meaning, like, you've really formed a bond
Sorta.
with one person, truly.
Like you've never liked two
Everyone
niggas at the
lo-
same time?
Right? In the 90 days.
Not
Remember,
truly.
within the
I
first
know it
90
sounds
days.
Like she liked
crazy.
them, but not truly.
Okay, so like
Yeah.
No, like there's always gonna be a preferred person.
Her religion wasn't true.
But that's
feel-
if that's if you
True.
conduct on rosters,
Titty boy.
right?
Right.
But like off of Cam's point, like if you're dealing with somebody that doesn't like dealing with rosters and they just like to pour into like the one person, they lock in with that person, then I understand his perspective where it's like, nah, like at least the females that I know, all of them are like that. Like
Okay.
I
when
think
they're
for the most
talked
part
in.
what he said is accurate. Like like if a woman, you guys been messing like 90 days, 3 months, like
and like having
for the
sex,
most part, like women do like one guy at a time. So if I find out like during this whole 3 months you've been fucking somebody else, I'm just
Yeah,
gonna
it's
assume
done.
you don't like me that much. You know what I mean? I'm not that important.
Oh, it
to
was
you.
fucking. Oh.
Side piece, nigga. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, that's
no.
not
Not side
Yeah.
conversation.
That's why I was like a deal breaker.
If I slid
that.
in now and I'm not just talking to her and then finding out, I'm also like been fucking her
Yeah,
for
you're
3 months.
sliding.
I'm like,
Yeah.
Oh hell no! I just be like, you're a hoe. Like one
Yeah.
time.
Yeah,
Like,
you gotta go.
hell no. Because
Okay.
like we were talking about, most women I don't feel like are built like that. So this has to be like some.
Oh, she built for it tough.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
I don't like Fords.
Built
You gotta
for
have
other
one
niggas,
big
that's what
engine,
she
you
wants.
know what I mean?
Yeah, lots
She's
of
built for
mileage.
others.
Built
Built for
other-
mileage.
Yeah.
Built for mileage.
OPP?
That's
Oh,
for
no.
tough.
I'd be like,
Supposed
I might even be like, yo, why don't you like get into this profession? Like, you seem like you can handle it. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's a
like,
very productive way to
You're a
handle
hoe,
it.
need a
Yeah.
pimp.
Since we're here now.
hey,
Need a pimp?
You've been putting it to use.
relationship could possibly, we could talk about something.
Now, for the ladies specifically, what is a practical way a man can communicate that he has a side piece without compromising his chances of starting a potential relationship with you?
There is no way.
There's no way that can be
So
communicated.
he has to lie.
Huh? No, that means
Yeah,
that
basically.
You got to go back to like a
I
few
am
minutes
not
ago.
going
You
to
said like if
be
he was
in a
honest.
dynamic like that. So
Yeah, but
it
that
is what it is.
But your honesty gives me the privilege of choosing for myself. So
Yeah,
I
no,
But it
choose
sounds like you're only gonna choose no.
exactly.
I don't want that option.
So then here,
Exactly.
That's why you lied.
So is that a false
So-
illusion of choice?
But then
then
you're taking
it's
away that person's
manipulation.
consent though, because
no,
now
it's-
they don't know exactly what the situation is, which is a problem.
So,
It's manipulation.
so from your standpoint, because remember you said, yo, if a man tells you and he's honest with you, he'll get his way. He'll get the good truth.
No, that's what it sounded like to
No, no,
me
no.
and
That
you
was
and
the
everyone
exceptional
listening.
Hold on.
Apparently,
Exactly.
no.
No, it is true. If you're honest with a
then-
woman,
so then hold on,
she
listen.
gets to decide for herself.
Absolutely.
You
So
know?
listen.
But you're only
so let me,
deciding
let
no.
me repeat the
Exactly.
question. Hold on.
Because I know what I want.
Hold
and
on,
I
hold on, hold
set
on.
myself
Slow
up to a
down.
certain
Pump the brakes.
standard.
How does one communicate that without compromising his chances of starting a relationship with you? So is there any effective way that a man can be honest with you, not want to give up his bitches, and still make you his wife?
No.
So a man has to give up all his bitches for you.
Yeah.
This is a superior
That-
nigga right here.
See, and then they're gonna be like, yo, why do men lie? And then we just got to a point where you said, there is no way you could ever be honest with me about this.
That's literally what you just
This
said.
is why men lie.
But that's the thing. Like you guys are leading with manipulation,
No,
and
no,
then
no,
you
no, no.
it
I wanted to
is,
be
it's
honest. You're
manipulation.
making me
Hold
manipulate.
on.
I mean,
Sorry.
she might as well keep her dudes too.
It is
then.
manipulation.
No.
And then hold on. And the best part about it is when you guys lead with manipulation and deception and cheating, then you're like, oh my gosh, I can't come home. She's not my peace. You're creating an environment of chaos built off of deception and manipulation, and you want peace and you want love and you want comfort. It doesn't exist. You have to make your choice. You want to fuck with other bitches? Cool. Fuck with other bitches. You want to make your girl jeopardize that? Cool. But don't expect peace when you come home. That's it. The same way that women,
In
we
your
need to
relationship.
accept, right? We need to accept whether or not our man is cheating or whether or not we're going to stay. Because it's like an average woman is like, she stays with the cheater, but then every 2 seconds she's bringing up the fact that he's cheating. It's like,
then-
girl,
so
it's
then-
either
you
leave
know
or shut
what?
the fuck up.
I'm just playing left field devil's advocate. I like how you're over there articulating. But I was gonna say, so in theory, he wants you to be his peace, right? His peace at home. It just so happens he wants two forms of peace, right? Now, is he able to communicate this with
He
you
wants
in a
two
way?
pieces of peace.
A piece of breast and a piece of thigh.
Is
But there's no way that a man can express his desires with you. Like, and he's really being honest. Like, yo, babes, like I really, like, I don't want to lie to you, but this is what I crave.
Yeah.
Or this
No.
is what I.
I'm not lie. You
I
keep
mean-
I will
trying.
say, hold on.
Damn, she's not
I
budging.
will, no.
Hold on, nigga, we're going on.
The reason why I
Nigga
say
said
no is because from the very beginning, whenever I'm dealing with a man, I let him know what my standard is and what it is that I expect.
Okay.
So the second you decide to continue pursuing me, you're agreeing to those terms. You're pursuing me based on the fact that you're gonna love me within that capacity. Now, the second that you decide to step out of that and you're using deception, then I'm gonna look at you like fucked up. Like,
No,
no,
but
there's no way that he can communicate that because I already made it clear that I'm not into that. So when you decided to pursue me, you decided, okay, she's not into that, so I'm gonna continue pursuing her because I'm gonna be able to love her the way that she wants to be loved.
What if you made a compromise and he thought, all right, we could work on this. You know, we could get there. What if he thought that? Because girls think about that sometimes. Like maybe he might not have the best job, but we could get there.
Difficult one to go.
But when it comes to like having more than one partner step in, a lot of women on average aren't gonna feel comfortable with
In
that.
this country, but
Yeah,
in the majority of the
exactly.
world, we're actually the minority.
Yeah, but here in Toronto, from where we're growing up, a lot of women aren't gonna be comfortable
Not
with
even
that,
the
you know?
maybe not. There's a lot of immigrants. The culture's changing very rapidly.
Yeah, I mean, from the
I think
Yo,
to your
talk
point
that
earlier
belief
though.
shit, bro.
That optimism right there.
Immigration, fam. It's not so
It's
bad.
I just think it's fucked because, you know, it's very interesting that, let's say Muslim is the majority religion in the world, right? It's not Christianity no more. So wouldn't it be like interesting to know that opinion is the minority's opinion, not the majority's? Like, wouldn't it be interesting to know that on just a worldwide level? Like, wow, what I think is normal is actually the minority opinion.
So
I
if
know,
the
but you
majority
cannot-
decided to jump off the bridge, you gonna jump off the bridge with them?
I mean,
I don't think the
That doesn't
majority would do
necessarily
something
mean
like
it's
that.
does, right?
I go. The majority makes good
You
decisions.
That
can't
doesn't
be the majority because
necessarily
they
mean it's
die.
But you see how presenting the fact just causes so much friction, right? But
It's not,
But
but I'm
it's
just
a
saying.
fact, though. Isn't that crazy?
Yes, but that doesn't necessarily
we
mean that
didn't-
it's
But isn't
like
that
it's the right thing
Isn't
to
that
do.
fact crazy though? That's all I said.
I think that
because most
everybody
people do
gets to build their relationships of the way that they want to. But what I'm saying is that has to be communicated up front. And back to Mitch's point where it's like, oh, well, if a man is honest, like you should know what comes with your with that when you're being honest. So you either know it's either gonna get you what you want or it's not. That's a risk that you're willing to take because you're confident enough with yourself as a man. It's like, yo, if she doesn't sign up for the program, Veronica, come. Veronica, you're not Ashley, come.
What if he
Amanda,
likes you?
yo,
You
you
know what's
continue going
weird?
through your
I know,
options.
I've been thinking about
You
this
know?
conversation. It's because men and women think a lot different. That's why I feel like men are more romantic, right? Because even in the woman's like way of breaking things down, it's like, yeah, like, you know, the way I think is if John can't, well then Jim can, and if Jim can't, well then whatever. And it's like I don't feel like men really think like that.
They're just trying to make you do it. They're just trying to
But that's what
we're
I'm
gonna make
saying.
you do it. We're gonna figure out how to make it
Men are
work.
focused on you because I feel like men is more romantic like that. They more look at the individual woman
So
than
it's romantic to deceive and manipulate a woman into
Wait, nobody said he
your
started
No,
that.
nobody
Being
said that. I
honest.
said
Yeah, but
I
that's what I'm
simply
saying. But
I
we're talking
simply
about
asked
this
about
particular
communicating the
conversation.
honesty.
He said
right?
being honest.
I
He
know
never
that.
said lying and manipulating.
No, but that requires lying and
No, it
manipulation.
doesn't.
How does
He
honesty
said being
require
honest.
lying?
Yes, but I'm saying on to Mitch's point where he was like, yeah, but if a man is honest, then you really don't want honesty. You want dishonesty because we won't get the results that we want if we're honest.
Yeah, no. That's just
what
where
I'm
the combo
saying.
went. That's just
Yeah,
where the combo went.
that's what I'm referring to, not so much yours, but that's why I said to Mitch's point, it's like that's when you're leading with manipulation and deception, though, because a woman has already made it clear what she wants from the beginning.
But
so why continue
the
pursuing
reason why
her?
like I gave it food for thought is because, you know, like I said in my example of saying, I don't know, you got with a dude, right? His job wasn't the job, right? But is that a form of manipulation if you said you didn't say yes based on him being good then, you said yes based on his potential, right? So then I don't know, a year
I think
later,
that's a-
dude's
I think
still
that's a-
broke. Now you're mad.
The
I think that's
potential
a different
manipulation is crazy.
context, though.
Potential.
I think that's a different context
domain.
because with your career, like if you're not like, let's just say I'm working at Wendy's and I'm making $1,000, but
But
then
what?
there's other opportunities, right? Like
But
I
he didn't
can
get
go.
them. It didn't work for him, right? So now you turn around, get mad at him because he didn't make nothing out of himself, and he's like, "Well, I mean, you got with me. I was working at Wendy's. What's the problem?" Right?
Because a man, like to me at least, a man that's broke is someone who doesn't have ambition. So it's like, okay, it didn't work at a Wendy's for a year. So what? You're just gonna sit on your ass and just stay at Wendy's miserable with no purpose?
And now on the flip side,
You know?
man's like, well, shit, you weren't into threesomes last year. Fuck, it's this year. Like, what's going on?
I don't get it.
Progress.
No, it's the valid for progression. I mean, the potential for progression.
would
Yeah,
just
but
say
I
that
think
it
it's
doesn't have
common
to be-
sense what your partner's gonna be willing to progress on you for. Like if a woman has already told you she believes in only a monogamous relationship,
But
You
how
know what's
many
crazy?
men-
Let me pause you right there because there are women behave differently. I find in different relationships. Now, generally
Yeah.
speaking, all people do. You're gonna interact. People are gonna bring different things out of you. But traditionally, I find that women are kind of impacted more and like affected more by the people that they're with or that they align themselves with, right? And so the way you behave with this certain guy, Tom, is not necessarily the way you're gonna behave with Jerome. Now, I say Tom wasn't of the caliber where he respected and allowed you to be in that comfortable feminine zone where, you're able to open up the ideas of new possibilities and new levels of comfort. Whereas John's over there taking you on fucking 5-star vacations, doing the most, and you're like, you know what? John's ideas aren't so
John's
bad.
a freak.
You get what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
Straight
So
up.
that's what I'm saying. All I'm saying is like you may not
John got
necessarily
plans.
hold the same standards to every man that you encounter. And I've seen it. I've literally seen women where it's like they apply rules to their man who they don't fully rate, that they don't apply to the other men in the vicinity that they rate. You know what I'm saying? That's a common occurrence in my
crazy.
I think a lot of women's standards are very flexible depending on the man that they're dealing with.
Yeah.
You know, like I
Yeah.
don't think it's as rigid as that. And then also I think another thing, I think you
I
guys
think
are
there's hard standards though, right? Between soft and hard standards.
I think we're going generally. I think all those standards are subject to change depending on the man that you're encountering. I feel like a lot of that is based on the relationships you've had previously, and like a lot of times women settle Like I'm not gonna lie, a lot of times women settle for what they think is a safer option. You get the guy that you really, really like, and these are his terms. I think you guys are a lot more agreeable than you than you
For the
portray.
one.
But
For the
like,
one.
my
Yeah,
thing is,
for the
why
one. And
is
then I have
my
another
thing
point.
is,
Hold on,
why is the man's desires prioritized? Like, why is it that
Well, I
his
was
desires
gonna allude to that.
are being fully fulfilled, but hers aren't? Like, she has to live with the fact that you don't check off all of her boxes. Why can't she go and get options that check off her boxes as well?
Why are you
But
here?
why you have a man that don't check off all your boxes?
Yeah, because you
But
said
that's
do
what
you
I'm
have a
saying.
woman
But
that
why
don't
do you
check
need
off all
another
your
woman
boxes?
outside of the woman you
but
already
that
have?
that
Why
assumes
do I
that
need?
men.
Okay,
One
that's
at a
not a
time, one at a time,
conversation.
one at a
We don't-
time,
yeah,
one at a time.
That assumes that
Thank
men
you.
and women are the same. That's a dangerous
Yeah.
assumption to make.
Yeah, it's
We're very
dangerous.
different. So if you just say, "Oh, well, you expect that of me, why don't I expect that of you?" Well, it just doesn't go like
But,
that direct
but that's the
mirror.
thing is, if you're gonna be in a relationship, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. Like,
No,
you're gonna be working in a
it's good for
partnership
me.
with somebody, right?
Because even in your
Why
example
would-
previously, when we were talking about business, you established that one person has to take lead in that situation. So why would it change from the
Absolutely,
relationship?
but it's beneficial to both parties to keep a business running, right?
And
We're
the
trying to make a
relationship as
viable
well.
business, so it has to be beneficial to both people, or else it's not gonna work.
But you got to think like the relationship is never equal because the things that you want in a man are not the things that he wants in you. You
100%.
there's so many areas where you want him to
Exactly.
be your superior.
So that's what I'm saying. If that woman also has desires outside of the man, which she probably will, because no man is perfect.
No,
Like what? Like
but
what
hold on,
kind
that
of
doesn't
desire?
respond to
No
what I
man
said,
is
though.
perfect.
Hold on, like what kind of desire?
I'm just
desires.
saying, like,
Like,
if
what do
you're
you think?
dealing with a person, everyone comes
Yeah,
with their
fuck yeah.
pros and their cons. Everyone.
You desire more what?
Everyone.
I desire more
So what
women.
I'm saying
I'm a
is
lumberjack,
that
bitch.
if you feel like that woman couldn't be
Depot.
enough and you need a team, why can't she have a team as well? Because how could you ever be
Because
enough
yo,
as
let me
a
tell you,
man?
because one of the teammates can get her pregnant. That's why.
And
Yeah,
then, and then
you weren't even
beyond that,
designed to have a team.
You can get
be-
your team members pregnant
It's not gonna
too.
affect-
Okay,
No,
hold on.
The man don't get pregnant.
beyond
You can
that,
only
Man
have
to
one
make
baby
teams.
at a time.
Right, but you can also get one of the other women you're dealing with pregnant.
But the
Well,
Yeah, that's the difference between you and
the
I.
But that's
conversation that
still
we
a
already.
grave situation.
No, because
No,
That's
guess
still a grave
what? Watch this, watch this, watch
I'm a
this. Before we had
team maker.
technology,
One at a time, one at a
before we
time,
had
one at a time.
technology, if you went and slept around, nobody knows who these kids belong to.
And then nobody would claim it.
Exactly.
Back
We
to
know
jackets.
they're your kids because they came out
That's
of
where
you.
bastards
I'm
sound.
only gonna know they're my kids if you stop fucking around. You know what I mean? That's the only way I'm gonna know. If you're running around, I'm not gonna know. So you weren't even designed to be operating like me. I'm sorry.
At the end
It's
of the
not the
day,
same. You can only
children
have one baby
outside
at a
of the
time.
situation
If we have to
are
wait on you-
still chaotic. It
We have
doesn't
to
matter
wait on
who's carrying the child and who isn't.
But look,
We're
look
talking
when
about
you go
biology.
back to the
Right, but
the
adoption
mirrored-
exists too. If we're gonna do that,
Look,
Like,
look
What do
when
you
you
mean
go back
adoption
to the like
exists?
the
people,
mirrored.
kids can be given away and
Yeah.
to other parents. So either way, that's.
But we're talking about two people that want to have a child together, and only one of them can guarantee that they actually are that child's parent. So the only way the
Yeah, but you
other
can still
party
give the
could
child away,
guarantee it.
though.
Hold on.
Hold on,
Go
let
ahead.
me
Let
finish.
me
You gotta let
to
me
be a
finish. You know
parent.
what I mean? You gotta let me
One
get
at a
it.
time,
And
one
then
at a
you can
time.
respond to what
True.
I'm saying when I'm done. So, like, the only way for the guy to establish that that's his child is if the woman is not messing around. Your body wasn't even designed to be shared with so many people. You can only have one kid at a time. I can just keep making babies. I can just keep doing that. So
Five
if
a
our
day.
population to get to where it is today was depending on us procreating, we couldn't wait around on you 9 months to make a baby. I got to get busy and keep making more.
And remember,
You weren't even designed to compete with me in this fashion. I'm sorry.
it's bad feminism to not share men too, because there's more women on the world than men.
Yeah, you're selfish.
You know, so basically, if you decide to think like that, then you have to fuck 3 women over each time you think like that. Like every woman that gets a girl, if the world were to operate that like that for real instead of differently behind closed doors, then like for every one woman that has a husband, 3 wouldn't. And that's just not how it goes, no matter what. You know, those 3 women are gonna figure out some way to get their man, and if it's a piece of your man too.
It's crazy. That's how mystery should exist.
A
That
piece
concludes
of
this.
your man. It's crazy.
Guys, we're gonna do a quick segment swap. You guys get all the thing? You guys blessed?
I don't know, I had questions and shit. So what's the next segment?
I was just gonna do a hypothetical. Or no, it's called the dilemma. James posted some dilemma. I'm gonna read through it. If you want to ask questions, it's like one dilemma. You want me to do it quick?
Yeah, do it.
All right, cool. Guys, I'm gonna read through a scenario. I need you guys to go through this with me. I have no idea what I'm about to read. This was a recommendation and a suggestion. You guys ready for this?
Oh shit.
Cool. Gotta use my reading voice. Now imagine this: being 8 months pregnant, and the night before your doctor's appointment, your husband takes you on a nice date, real fancy restaurant. Got you favorite flowers, a necklace, a new charm bracelet, comfy new slippers, perfume, etc.
Keeper.
All to end up leaving you the very next morning, 30 minutes before your appointment time. So here's the backstory. I met this man a few years ago, and off the jump, he treated me like a queen. Our very first date was a night out in front of the lake.
Got her.
He was everything I ever wanted my ex to be. I've always acknowledged my appreciation for him and everything he's done. He's never cheated. He rubs my feet and my belly faithfully. Legit caters to my every needs and wants. Fast forward. Willis, I can't say that word well. We were on our date. I snapped pictures and videos, everything, and I sent them to my ex. I shared how I wish for him to be. I shared how I wish it was him. How I wish it was him who did these things for me. How it was him I should have been pregnant for. And how I wish he loved me. And how I wish he had loved me. And how I still love him. And maybe one day we can come back from this.
Oh shit.
My husband saw these messages. Now I know it was wrong, but I love my husband. I don't want to lose him over these stupid texts and hormones.
Hormones.
I didn't mean
like
these
that
things.
one. I like
I
that
didn't
one.
mean these things. I was just pregnant and emotional. How can I get my husband back? He's packed up all of his things and some of mine, and now he's gone.
Some of yours too, right?
I'm requesting
Yo,
advice.
big up himself, yo.
Yeah, man.
How could she get her husband?
How
back?
can she get her
I
husband?
wouldn't even want to advise this person.
Yeah.
Yo, why does she still have
I
her
don't want
ex's
her to have
number?
I'd be
anything she
like,
wants.
fuck you.
Why do you
Yeah.
still have your ex's
That's
number?
cold, bro.
Like, fuck you.
Well,
Maya
remember, she-
took you to the lake.
Yeah.
Bro, she's the worst person.
You
she
took
doesn't
pictures
deserve
of
any
her,
advice.
what?
It's inexcusable. There's first of all, there's just so many layers of disrespect in this scenario. Like, I don't even know where to start.
Why'd you marry me?
Yeah, like there's just so many layers. Like the fact that you even feel comfortable enough, that shows me, that indicates to me this friendship has been going on. Like you guys have been talking. For you to feel comfortable to interrupt our date and be snapping pictures and be sending it to him, weird. Then you're still telling them that you love him, and then you're blaming it on, like, it's just too many layers. Like no accountability, there's no respect, there's no honor for your marriage. Like it's just disgusting overall. What?
Pack her up, son.
Yeah.
Pack her
For
up.
the streets.
Mandem. Now, if you were a said husband and brought your woman on the lake, how would you feel after discovering these text messages?
Yo, bro,
I would
dash
remember,
her into
And
the
she's
lake.
pregnant with your child.
I
Keep
still-
this in mind.
He packed.
Domestic.
We still got to continue. We
Yo.
still got to.
Dash her into the lake.
We still
Yeah,
got to
yeah.
continue
Dash
packing.
her
Swimming
into
with
the
the
lake.
fishes
Yeah.
tonight.
Yeah, she
Dash
get.
a fire into the
Also,
lake.
that's your wife and your unborn
No,
child.
I know. She's pregnant. Yeah, you can't.
Two for one.
We just got to continue packing her stuff.
and what's the plan?
And she's 8 months.
8 months.
Holy.
Yeah.
So wait, sir, thug it out. I gotta talk to the mandem. I gotta have a group discussion.
Yeah, you might
I
have to hold it
a-
down.
Yeah, I have to have a group decision.
You might have to hold it down until she pops it out.
Yeah, mandem. I can't just do that, right?
And just flip the script. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
So you gotta
Yo,
go,
hold up.
Gotta go pregnant something to
gotta
come back?
No. I'm asking for a test. I gotta ask for a test.
Okay.
When this baby pops out, because
Okay.
yo, you've been doing some sneaky shit.
True.
Okay.
And-
Okay.
Yo, we're gonna have to do
Fair.
this my way still. We're done with your program.
Yeah.
Yo, your program.
See, the
done.
next y'all you didn't want, yo, she followed it.
We're on my program now still.
Yeah.
Because there was somebody I wish I had a marriage with too.
Yeah,
So, you know?
Yeah.
you were gonna meet so and so today. Today's the day you guys become like, I don't care what you gotta say. You're on this program. You got 8 months. You can't even go somewhere, dude.
Yeah,
Crazy.
I'm not gonna lie. Finding out that she wished my youth was somebody else's is
Devastating.
one of the fastest ways to end up in a
And then you know it's
DV
gonna come out looking
situation
like him
still.
too, cause she liked him.
Or yeah.
Okay.
She gonna come out looking like the nigga you hate. Like, come on.
It's true.
That's crazy. That's
Wow.
Yeah, I might beat her up and try to get custody.
Yeah.
I
Beat
might
her
just-
up and try to get crossed.
No, that's where my
Wow.
mind went first,
I
straight
don't
up.
condone domestic abuse.
Yeah, but like,
But
fuck,
in
we're
that
here, right?
situation-
You wanted my
Wow.
kid to be somebody else's?
Yo,
Like,
you
really?
ain't got no
That's
female
crazy.
cousins or friends or anything?
Takes
Yo.
too long, man. I'm already home.
So is there nowhere? So is like, remember, she hasn't actually done anything. Like all she did,
No, man.
and she was emotionally wrapped up.
She
in
told
her
a
hormones.
man that
That's
she
a-
wishes
Nah.
my youth was his.
That's almost
Buddy,
worse than doing something.
It's
Yeah.
a rap.
Yeah.
That's almost worse
Yo,
than
sometimes
That's so
you gotta
crazy.
The
do.
intention is there.
Okay.
She forgot to delete her dirty work.
So the men's
And
reel
you're
is worse
dumb.
than the actress
Yeah.
reel here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you didn't, yo, like,
And that's all the
you're an
sex messages in
idiot.
court. I want my kid.
Word.
That's still bad.
Yeah, no.
Word.
I'm not marrying no dumb girl.
Even hearing it, I was like, what the hell?
So you're about to make your youth a single youth.
you'll understand.
100%.
Yeah.
All right.
He's
That's fair.
single like a Pringle.
That's fine. That's fine. We got another scenario. You guys ready? Last short.
Do it.
I left my wife of 23 years for a younger woman who works at the car wash.
Shit.
I tell her about life. I show her around, etc. I spend a little too much money on her, but not too much. All right.
Okay.
I noticed she had I noticed she had my number saved under Wisdom on her phone.
Holy.
I figured she called me Wisdom because I teach her so much about life. My 18-year-old daughter sent me a TikTok video of my young girlfriend made. In the video, she said, I'm so poor, I'm fucking an old man who's shaped like a wisdom tooth. And he has the audacity to be cheap with me. Where do I go from here? Do I confront her? Just move on? I'm hurt and embarrassed. I need advice.
Karma's a bitch.
I think you should send her some more money and
Karma's a bitch. Karma is a bitch.
and an apology letter.
This is where the 80-20 rule comes into play. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, you leave your 80% because she's not delivering 20%. You go with the 20% just to discover she ain't got 80% and you cheated yourself. So that's why I said karma's a bitch. I wouldn't be like, send me, no, like, bro, like
She's not even agreeing with you.
I'm not agreeing with Coco, but
No, but like, what if he lost his wife? Like, what if it wasn't even by choice? He lost his wife. What if it's not
he
karma?
didn't.
No, he said he left.
No, he
You
left.
had to
he left.
take
Sorry,
this
sorry,
in.
sorry.
You had to take this in. Wife of 23 years.
Car wash,
Left.
younger
Yeah,
thing.
Car wash.
Left her 40 young thing.
My daughter, my 18-year-old
yeah.
daughter, has now showed me the TikTok that my girlfriend had made and put out publicly.
Oh, so now your daughter
Honestly,
knows you're embarrassed
I feel like
too.
he already knew the dynamics of the
This
situation.
what
You're
I'm
with
saying, too.
someone
Yeah.
This what I'm saying.
so much younger
Cause
than
bro,
you.
you're
He
so
knew he was a
old.
wisdom
And-
tooth. You look like a wisdom tooth.
One-
You
What?
know what? I feel like it's kind of like karma. Because why'd you do your wife of 23 years like that? So
Hold on.
I feel like they could just hash it out and
Okay.
get over it. Honestly,
yo, Khem,
Delete
express
the
what you're
TikTok,
expressing.
whatever.
Like I guess a little bit is karma, but yeah, it's what she said at the start too. It's like you're bro, you're some old guy dating some super young girl. Like, you
Yeah.
should know what's going on.
Yeah, and you left your wife for that? That's a
Yeah.
thing. That's just dumb.
That's
Okay.
crazy.
Like
Prepared
to
to be a
actually
bub.
be
I think
shocked,
they could, I
like
think they could work it out.
You think it can work
I
out?
think they could work it
I
out.
think
Yeah,
yo,
just send her another
I think
payment.
they could work it
he'll
out.
forgive her.
Yeah, and she'll
Yeah.
forgive him if he sends some more money.
That's
It'll
pussy's
be
20
fine.
years younger.
I
man.
mean,
What
a
are you talking
wisdom.
about?
You could go to the gym
Makes
and
up
work
for
Bro,
it
from
off.
the time that you have to
You
start
don't
your
have to stay
relationship
looking
paying,
like a wisdom tooth.
like,
You could work it off.
what?
depends how old he is though, cause
Yeah, I remember you shaped like, a wisdom tooth, cuz.
Yo, if you gotta pay to play, then like, buddy. Word. Yeah, it's already a wrap.
Put your thing
You
on
know,
silent.
like from the time you have to pay for something, you never really had control over it. Only your money has control over it, not
Okay.
you. So it's
Fun
a wrap.
yeah, you ran out of fun tokens.
Yep.
Okay.
Crazy.
One more dilemma. You guys ready?
All right.
yeah.
Sorry.
I heard that wisdom tooth.
That's funny. I'm linking with a college professor for money. She likes fat guys, and I am one.
Oh.
She's not my professor, so we're not breaking down any professional taboos. We're discreet. But she has a weird fetish that interferes with my manhood. She plays with my chest fat. Texting, can I play with your fat titties tonight? Can I play with your fat titties tonight? Is not something a woman should ever say to a man. Yes, I have a fat chest, but I am still a man. I told her this. She responded by buying me a specialty bra for my birthday. I was close to leaving her alone, but she said if I wore the bra in bed, she'd pay my rent. I wore the bra. She removed the fabric
hoeing.
that then covered my nipples, and she played with my fat titties. I hate this so much, but I'm poor and fat, and she pays for my time. How do I make her stop this humiliation ritual?
Yo, get a job, nigga.
Don't.
By
Yeah,
stop answering her calls. Like, what,
broke
what
fuck.
you
Just
saying?
take
You
it
act
to
like
the
the girl's
chin.
holding a gun to your head and
You're fat,
forcing you to
broken.
do that.
What?
Yeah.
I just
Yeah.
want to let you guys know when it was a woman on the opposite end of the payments, she wasn't being shamed like this.
I'm just saying.
Hold on, but what she
Yeah.
complain? She
The
wasn't
thing
complaining
is
about all that
like-
shit.
She was
Block
complaining
that
about
shit.
fucking being so poor. She has the fucking nigga built like a wisdom tooth.
Yeah, she wanted more money.
Yeah.
So does he.
This,
No, he wants respect.
yeah, nigga, you don't deserve
He
any.
wants no, but he's asking for money to pay
No,
his
he's like,
rent.
literally
That's why
the
you wear
first
the
sentence-
bra.
Yeah, the
His
first sentence-
complaint is respect.
The first
Yeah,
sentence,
he wants
I'm
respect.
linking with a college professor for money.
Yeah.
He wants money.
Well,
then
he
she's not-
wants
So,
he
nigga,
wants
you better earn your money.
he wants
Yeah,
the
that's what I'm
money
saying. Take
without
it to
the
the chin.
disrespect.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's not
You
worth
gotta
that.
take it to
though.
the tits.
Yeah, get it to take it to the fat titty.
Yeah, fat broke guy, you're
I
not
don't
worth
know,
money
Take it
I'm
to
a
the
and,
chin.
teaching
respect.
assistant then. Like,
Damn.
I don't
You
know what
should
to
have
tell
known the
this man.
professor's
I say-
freaky. Them professors are freaky.
Beggars
Them
can't be
lit.
choosers. you know?
Cannot be.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's gonna just have to take it to the chin.
Yo, I'm not gonna
Take it to
lie,
the chest.
like,
Take it
Take
to
it to
the
the
chest.
titties.
Take it to the
Yo,
tip.
it's fucked up. I don't even know if you can get like how you gonna get bricked up with things all grabbing your breasts.
But she
I
bought
never
him.
had breasts to grab.
No.
I can't relate.
Heck, she
yeah.
bought him a bra.
Yo, she bought it. Yeah. It's outrageous.
No,
Yeah,
like
this
she's
is-
violating
A
that guy.
specialty bra too, eh?
But he's there.
Still wet.
I'm not gonna lie, she owns that nigga. Like he pays.
Yeah.
She
That's
pays.
what I'm- You're
So
gonna
then,
have
yo,
to
so
take
yo,
it to
hold
the
on.
chin.
Yo, he can't
Take it to
complain
the
no
chin.
more than a prostitute can.
That's
Yeah.
funny.
You're a
Motorboat them
prostitute,
bitch.
fam.
Yeah.
She got
Earn
a
your change.
motorboat
Yeah.
them bitches.
Imagine a prostitute like, oh my God, they just want me to suck dick. That's why you're there.
That's your
why you were
job.
called.
They act like that though.
Okay.
So the
That's
same
your
guy,
one
fam, she wants to
job.
rub
So,
your
yo,
titties,
so,
fam.
yo, hold on. Do you have any advice for a man that is seeking slightly more respect while still
Nah,
receiving
fam, I
compliments?
don't
Bring
got
your own bra
nothing.
next time. I don't
Yeah.
know. Fuck.
He needs
My
to
only
get into a
advice is
different
take it to the
field.
You gotta
chin,
lose weight,
secure
man.
the bag.
That's funny.
He needs to
Sephora,
get into
okay.
a different field.
Come on, bro.
Maybe you should try BDSM.
But remember, she likes fat guys. So she wants tits to squeeze.
Oh, true.
I
Just
feel like
ask her
he's
for
in the
more
wrong
money,
field.
maybe to make you
Yeah.
feel better.
Yeah. He just has to buy
Yeah,
his
maybe
thing.
get compensated more.
Yeah,
that's
like
it.
you're working really hard, you know, just ask for a raise.
What he's
do
selling?
do they still have those hotlines that you call? Is that still a thing? Maybe you could get
Lava
into
life?
that.
Lava life?
Maybe
I don't
you
know.
could get into that
Yeah,
and make
for
money
real.
that way.
Like he was going through that.
What he's
But he
selling,
has a
she
Rolls
wants.
Royce.
You know what he's selling, she wants. So you can't really just be taking off the
Yeah.
product like that. Like,
Valid sentiment. Okay. That concludes my dilemmas. Mitch, would you like to proceed with your question?
That's hilarious.
I
got
got one, too.
And I have quick fire after, so yeah, just we'll end off with quick fire. Is what I'm saying.
All right. I don't like how I started my questions and you rushed me already.
No, I'm not rushing. No,
I'm
I'm
not
not
rushing. Like, wait for you to finish your thing.
No, I'm not
As soon
rushing.
as I started my things, like, yeah, but hurry up, though. I'm
no,
not, I
I'm
was
not
about to
rushing.
move forward. I'm like, I didn't like that.
I wasn't
I
rushing.
had to
I was
adjust
just
that.
saying. I was just saying.
Yeah,
in
but
terms of
nobody was just saying when you started your
All right,
segment.
go
So I
ahead.
want to just do my thing. So
Go ahead. Now go.
So, yo, what's one thing that I'm gonna start over? I fucked up. What's one thing you think women do not understand about men? And we can go across there, but everybody just throw an idea in there.
anybody start?
The men
Does
start first.
anybody? Oh.
Yo,
Everybody looks like that.
yo, we
talked about a bunch of
value
things, yeah.
our peace more than you guys think. And peace and quiet is something I value more than like you guys think. I'd rather be like, value my peace and quiet than like go outside and like fucking be around a bunch of people.
So women don't understand how peaceful we are.
Yeah, like they don't understand that we enjoy peace and quiet. Like I don't think they understand that.
Word. That's
Like when you see the man in peace and quiet, you want to bother us. Don't do that.
Word.
Yeah, see me sleeping like.
Go build a deck.
Like I seen a meme talking about it's a man's day off, and it's like as soon as the nigga has one day off, the girl's like, yo, so we can go here, we can do this, we can do that, you know?
I've seen
And the nigga's like,
Do we go? Or,
Fuck. What's one thing women don't understand about men? Cooking a meal gets you a lot further than you think.
100%.
Yes.
100. Just the
That's
effort.
super valid.
Yeah, don't wait till you're a wife to cook a nigga a meal.
Backs.
Yeah, you guys part way with cheeks way faster than like food or chores.
Yeah.
And then keep telling us like we're more than sex. Like I don't believe it.
I don't see it.
Yeah, I don't.
Cook. Think I'm a slave? All right, fuck.
What do women not understand?
5 minutes later, choke me.
Slap me.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy how that works.
I'm so unimpressed.
I'm still like, this is still.
I have an
picking my
answer,
brain.
but
You guys don't care
Go
about the
ahead.
man,
I'll
no?
wait. Huh? Go ahead.
Yeah, all men's answer.
That men value respect more than they value love.
Mm.
They rather be well respected than you claim to be. Like you love them, but
I'll
you don't
agree with
respect
that.
them.
That was a good one,
I'll
actually.
agree
Yeah.
with that.
Real man, yo.
Yeah. We need the respect first.
I need that.
Yeah.
You want to feel respected in your household. Like you don't want your woman talking to you like crazy. You know what I mean?
Doesn't
Like
matter
what the
what.
fuck? Like no.
That's why I go
like,
back to
you
the
know
first
what I mean?
question. They be honest about a poor performance. No, nigga, lie. This is my house.
Spare, but that's why I was like, there's
Cook,
no
clean, and
way.
lie. That's all I need from you
Duh,
right
that's
now.
all I need.
Nigga's so happy.
Get your shit
yo.
together, bitch.
Ever since I got with this girl, I've just been the shit. Like, I don't know.
That's crazy.
I never miss.
You got one?
One women. What was the question again?
What is one thing you think women do not understand about men?
I just probably like recklessness. I just don't understand it. Or like the lack of concern for safety. That I definitely don't understand. I don't. I don't get it.
Explain that.
Well, okay, statistically, did you know that men are charged more for insurance, for car insurance? Because
drive
of
faster.
how they're, yeah. I'll just start with that. Also, if you've ever seen a man working in trades compared to a woman, yeah. I don't know.
I don't have all the
So you're
answers.
saying we don't value our life the same?
I
Like we don't.
know, and I don't get it. I just don't get
I
it.
feel like we can't, because then nothing will get done.
We got more risk taking things.
Like
to
we
do.
wouldn't get up on top of that building and fix some shit and build some shit if I was scared of getting on top of that building. Like somebody's got to go and do it. So it's got to be one of us. If it's not gonna be you, it's got to be us. And I feel like it's what
It's
it
not
is.
necessarily doing risky things. It's just I don't know. Maybe it makes you guys feel more like masculine, like maybe feel stronger.
Well, you
Like,
think we get a rush
I
out of
don't
this?
use I don't know. I don't
That's
know.
what she's
Paying
saying. I
the
don't
bills,
understand
huh?
it.
Yeah,
I
I
know
know.
Paying the
Like when a
bills.
guy's on top of the scaffold, I don't think he's trying to prove how manly he is. I think he just wants that
Let
check.
me just not
You
use
know
the
what I mean?
harness. I'm just gonna wing it up there. Why?
Not using
Why would
harness
you
is
do that?
crazy. That
No,
is
but people
bugging
do
out.
that though. People do that.
I've never been in that much of a rush.
You never see like those signs.
I
at,
see like third, like
construction
videos
sites where
like
it's,
third world niggas.
5 days without an accident. Like you've never seen those signs. Like they actually
Yeah.
exist.
They have
That's
them on
real.
phones.
Yeah, as a man, you just gotta take risks and shit that needs to be done.
I can't even say I value my life still.
He's like, I can't relate to those people.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
can't still. Like,
Well, so then we all answer?
Yeah.
What's the next
Okay.
question?
Yeah, next one. What's one thing that you think men do not understand about women?
Oh wow.
I have one.
There's a lot. I think.
That consideration goes a long way.
So the man are inconsiderate.
I feel like some men, they give into like they're extremely selfish, so it gives them the inability to recognize like or to be considerate of the other person. Like take themselves out of their own wants or needs to consider how that other person is gonna feel or think about a certain situation. So I feel like that's a misconception that I see with men that
lack of
their
empathy.
lack of empathy, lack of consideration. That's what I feel like I notice at least on
I've been
average
told
with
that.
men.
I feel like men don't really understand our oppression as women. I feel like they don't really understand it.
Do you want to provide some more understanding?
Like I don't feel like I feel as though the ways that we are limited in being a woman, like having your identity being a woman, I feel like men don't understand that.
Could you give like
I
one
still
or two?
don't
examples?
understand.
I don't
Yeah,
understand.
you're not helping us
Because
understand.
I'm making like it's just in a general sense, it affects many areas. It affects work, it affects your
Okay.
love life,
So you
it
feel
affects
Let's
everything.
Let's try
I'm
and
just saying.
provide some understanding for the men that don't understand. Give some examples of this oppression that we're not aware of.
That how women are oppressed?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, well, we could start with like marriage, for example, the creation of marriage. Women didn't have rights if they weren't married for a very long time. You couldn't even buy a house on your own. You had to be married in order to do so. And I feel like the remnants of how society was in that sense, when it comes to marriage, there's definitely ripple effects of it today in society. But I don't want to really have to get into the entire nuances of it.
Girl, you
Is
opened
it
up
debatable?
But I
Well,
still
man,
feel
we
as
probably
though there
need
are
to understand
limitations
that.
that women do have. Not saying that there hasn't been progress. There has. I definitely do believe
Marriage
so.
has progressed for y'all.
But there are limitations that you have as a woman in society, and I feel like men just don't really get that. And I get it.
Some
You know.
some limits are put in place for a reason.
There
You want to give an
go.
example?
You know, like I mean, I don't know, like not everything got better since women got rights, right? So like if you just look at the math, you have to say, well, shit, maybe like all of these rights wasn't like the greatest, smartest idea, but of course it's fair. If we're just gonna talk about what's fair, yeah, you're right, it's fair. Is it smart? I don't know. That's a different convo.
Word.
Word.
You got an answer?
But yo, sorry, the question was things.
What's
that,
one thing that? Sorry, let me ask.
It was the
What's
flip.
one
Like
thing
men
you
don't.
think that men do not understand about women?
Yeah, I'm not. I don't know, like something deep, but like, how come women be doing their makeup for like the same time for their whole life? They never get faster.
That's valid.
That's valid.
Yeah, that's a valid question. You
But
guys
that's
don't
something I
improve.
don't
You think they be
understand.
getting back in that, down pack, but they just be adding more shit in the mix. I don't know.
Like you're taking longer than last time.
They got more shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like it's 5 minutes longer
You
now.
notice they made more products, now there's more options.
They made more shit.
Yeah,
you
so
know
it's like
what
I
I'm
gotta
saying?
keep adding. They don't narrow it down.
100%.
Fuck.
Yeah.
It's gonna get worse.
I'd say the average man probably doesn't know where the female G spot is. The average man was one thing a man does not.
You don't understand
Even
that.
if they do know where it is, a lot of them still
They don't
don't
know where
even
it
know
is.
what
Them
to
not
do
know if it
with
work
it
it.
for real.
True, that's a big one. That's a big one.
That's fair.
Man, just skip over that.
You could know the location and still not know what to do.
That's it.
It's like the Lorax.
I think. I think one thing that men don't understand about women is that women don't think like men, and sometimes niggas get in arguments with women because they expect her to like rationalize shit like a man.
Yep.
But like at the same
That's
time,
true. That's true.
like if you want to be the leader of the woman, you gotta accept that she don't think like how you think. And so you're gonna have to fill in some of those gaps. And I think sometimes niggas run into a wall expecting a woman to communicate and think like how he does. And then it goes downhill. From
That's
there.
true.
That
That's very
makes
true.
sense.
Yeah,
actually.
I think I agree.
That happens
Alright.
a lot.
I got another question. Are soul ties real?
No,
Yes.
trauma bonding is though.
I feel like on a like super psychedelic, esoteric kind of level, yeah. I feel like you probably linked up with people. You can't unfuck people. You know what I'm saying? And if you guys like, you can't
You
do
did
it.
You can't.
And if you guys exchange energy and like it was a passionate, like meaningful exchange, buddy, that's a part of your experience now. You know what I'm saying? Now in terms of like the specificities of your soul tie or like what that pertains to, not necessarily. I can't give you specifics, but I do feel like you're connected now.
How do you define a
In the
soul
ethos.
tie? I think that's important.
I don't still. I
do you
heard that
how
online.
do
I'm
you
like, I'm gonna
define
ask
it?
the man. I don't know.
What comes to mind when you think of soul
I
tie?
don't know.
When they say soul tie, I'm looking at it like this unseen, fucking unmeasurable connection that ties everybody together. You know what I'm saying?
Can I read?
Sure. If there's
Narcissist.
provide a definition.
Soul ties are deep spiritual or emotional bonds between two people. They can be physical, emotional, mental, or spiritual.
For sure.
Oh,
For sure,
that's
yeah.
deep.
For sure.
But it's less specific now. Definitely, yeah.
I feel like that's where shit starts with a girl anyway. Like they need one of them to start like fucking the
enough.
dude, you know?
But-
Like, if they
need
don't
one of
got
these
one of
things.
those, then they probably won't even give it up.
Is it the same for men though? Because my question was across the board. It wasn't gender specific.
For sure.
I think men got feelings for sure.
Men will same way, like they'll have, even if they don't identify it, probably you'll have a soft spot for a few people,
Buddy.
you know, like
Definitely the mental and the physical.
I've seen niggas not be over something for like 10 years, bro.
straight.
You know what I'm saying?
Get
Niggas
out of
still-
jail like I'm going for that.
You get what I'm saying? Like, yeah, bro. Nah, I think that
They're still living in the moment.
From the day they got arrested.
No, but like, how does that transpire if one of you ceases to no longer exist? Like, how? Like,
You
what?
died?
Yes. What does that mean? Now
never
for
got
the
my
Maybe
soul
that's
closure.
tie?
soul sadness. I don't
Do you
know.
no
Yeah.
longer make further connections?
I never got
in
my
that way?
closure.
Like,
I'm just
No,
sad.
but I
No,
think
you're just sad.
your question lacks, like, what do you mean you no longer make it? Like, if the person dies, well, then they're dead.
yes, but like, does the soul tie still exist?
No, you're still gonna
in a
love them
way,
and miss
or-
them forever.
Yeah,
It doesn't
you're
go
still
nowhere.
tied to the memories
You're
of
just
that person.
tied. No soul.
look at Nipsey
And
Hussle,
realistically, I don't know how you perceive life, but the physical is just one state of existence, you know? So like I think that our spiritual and the resume and the shit we collect while we're here spiritually, I feel like that lives on still. You know what I mean? We're more than just we're spiritual beings having a physical experience, not the other way around.
Yeah.
Like, you're gonna love the memory of me.
The essence.
True. It's almost easier to bond like that accidentally.
Look,
than
for example,
physically.
you know what? I didn't even mean to cut you off, so my apologies. But look at how Jada Pinkett Smith dealt with Will Smith in regards to the soul of and the death and spirit of Tupac. Talking about that nigga still visiting
soul
her.
tied.
You
She's
know what
soul
I'm
tied
saying?
to the man.
So
He
that,
gave her
that, that was a
he
different
gave her the
type.
death row buddy,
Yeah.
and fucking never,
Yeah.
and like Will still has to deal with that. Imagine Tupac's been dead for for how long now? The man still has to worry about this guy.
Imagine the girl's kid said, "Yo, a spirit lives in the house."
Yeah.
Never met him.
Your daughter said the ghost of Tupac came and visited me. Walk
and
around
now it's
there,
getting
no.
into your daughter's head.
But
you
to
know?
me, I feel like a
She never
soul
even
tie
met the
is
nigga.
something that you just absolutely cannot resist at all. That's what I would
That's not how
personally
it was
define it
defined.
as.
That's not how it was defined.
So I personally, I do believe soul ties are real, but I also want to go a little bit deeper with it, where it's like, we often think it's just an attachment to that person, but it's an attachment to that person's behaviors and to their inner dialogue as well. So that's what you're exchanging, where oftentimes, let's just say you're dealing with a guy who doesn't have, let's just say on like hypothetical. You're sleeping with a guy who has, let's just say, addiction. So addictions usually stem from feeling of worthlessness, childhood trauma, whatever. And all of a sudden, after you're done sleeping with that person, all of a sudden you start feeling those emotions. Like you start feeling moments of worthlessness when you never once felt that before. Or they're dealing with a girl who's freaking crazy, or like she has anger issues or frustration. All of a sudden you're angry and you're frustrated.
Spiritual
so
shit.
I feel like it's further than just like staying attached to that person. That's also dangerous, but you can learn how to detach yourself from that. But when you're a soul tied to somebody, you're also you're tying up their spiritual. So like whatever they're experiencing in the spirit that they're not revealing in the flesh, that's what you're inheriting, and that's what you're coming into agreement with when you have sex with that person.
That's real.
So that's what I think.
That's real.
So I definitely do think that soul ties are real, but to take it further, you're inheriting whatever that person is carrying within their spirit. That's what makes it a little bit more dangerous. And that's why you should be a little bit more specific or picky on who it is that you exchange that energy with. That's why a lot of men, or like a lot of women that are lustful, once they get like a genuine connection, they're not even able to decipher whether that person is genuine. They just sort of categorize them as they have been everybody else that they've been disposing of, which is just casual. But then it's like, what if God or life itself put this person in to love you, to give you all the things that you wanted in a partner, but then because you're so desensitized from sex, because you have sex with so many people, you're so lustful, you can't even determine that with that person. So I think that that's what's dangerous about soul ties and about having that exchange. So.
Word. All right, next question. What is a good man?
Cause he wrote it earlier. Cause he's a good man.
You already claimed that title.
Yeah, bro.
He's
You're
like,
sitting beside one.
it's me.
What's a good man?
What is a good man?
A man that's gonna provide
Holy.
love unconditionally.
Holy.
Unconditionally.
You gotta love unconditionally if you love her.
Blood clot.
A leader.
Holy.
That's all I got for now. I don't know.
Some
Like
strong
that
stuff.
tomorrow.
What was the
You
rest of the
wanna
table
ask
then?
me first?
Straight up.
We just go around. So you started, so you can go next.
Okay. So to me, a good man to me is a man who's a God-fearing man, and a man who's intentional, and a man who's a provider. Now, when I say provider, I don't want guys losing their heads, because this term, along with submission, I don't know why it creates a frenzy on the internet. But a woman should have the ability to see the type of provision a man can give to them or provide to them that exceeds a paycheck. So it's like, to me, I feel like if a man is a provider, he's going to look for ways to serve you. So he's going to be listening to the ways that he can help you or assist. And I think that demonstrates if he has that provision, or that provision mindset is like, if he looks at how ways to serve you, not just ways to be served. So to me, is God-fearing, someone who's intentional, and someone who has a provision mindset. That's what a good man is.
Word.
2-piece at church, yes.
Allah. Read your Bible.
Yeah, God fearing is a big one. Yeah, you have to believe in God, because if you don't believe in God, I don't trust you. And then you have to be healthy too. Like, you have to take care of your body too, because like, most good mans I know are like, they take care of their body somehow, some way, or they exercise it. And I think, I don't know, you have to love your family, obviously. Yeah, you have to like treat your mom good. That probably means you're a good man.
Some family values.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And your youth, yeah. If you don't mind your youth, you can't be a good man.
If I mind them, yes.
Yeah.
Word.
I'm just gonna keep it simple. I think a good man is a man that strives to be the best that he can be in every aspect of his life, and also tries to motivate others and influence others to do the same.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a good man's a man that's growing and dedicated to his own growth. You see me? You're over there making people feel good, you're a good man.
Talking with that Saki right there.
Straight like that.
See me?
Wax on, wax off.
What makes a good woman?
You guys have to answer that.
I
Why
mean,
can't you?
You guys can start the panel. I want to hear. I'm curious what the
All right,
guys
man.
gotta
What makes
say.
a good woman?
oh, the good dinner.
Yo,
That's a
this
good
man
start.
been talking about cooking.
Niggas are
getting
hungry,
hungry.
bro.
I'm getting
You
hungry
gotta
straight
eat.
up.
Just to show you that they not
Straight
be
up.
cooking. Like,
I'm not lying.
Another thing that
let me tell
women
you
don't
something.
understand about men, we're hungry.
No, another like I grew up.
some compliance.
I grew up with a good mom and had like divine feminine, good feminine energy around me. All the women I grew up around, they took great pride in their hospitality skills. You know what I'm saying?
They did.
Yes.
Their abilities to cook, their abilities to clean, their abilities to cuss, all these things. You know what I'm saying?
Even if they were vexed with their husband.
Yeah.
It's a fact. My grandma panics if I don't eat.
Even
Yeah.
if they were
Panics,
vexed
full
with their
on.
Yo,
husband.
that must be a grandma thing, yo. Because every grandma's trying to fatten you up when you go to the
I think
house.
it's a woman thing. Like that's her thing.
So-
I like this.
it's an
I
original
fed
woman
my
thing.
man. We had kids. I feed the kids. The kids had kids, and I feed the grandkids. It's what I do. I nurture shit. I lock it down.
Nurture, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
He puts something into her. She puts something. She feeds this guy. You know what I'm saying? It's an
Yeah.
exchange of. It's an exchange.
Okay.
Yeah.
But realistically, yeah, I think that a good woman. Well, oh fuck, guys, don't get mad at this one. Accountability. Try to take some of that stuff.
Felt the
100%.
degrees turn up in the room.
It's choir for me.
No, I agree. 100%.
I know that a lot of women have an allergy to that, and they avoid that stuff like the plague sometimes.
Yeah, it's
Right.
true.
Men too, don't get me wrong, but like it's more common amongst the gal.
Word.
Feel free to add.
Anybody
to
else? Any other man have some answers? What makes a good woman?
A good mindset. A good mindset. You gotta be. I gotta, it is. It's like I kind of gotta be able to know that you can hold down the fort if shit happens. You know, if shit goes left, I need to know that like, yo, I picked the right one. So, and that means you can cover. Like, I feel like the kids are safe with you. I feel like she can make a good executive decision if I'm not in the household, and she's also, she can just hold it down. Whether it be, she can lead on her own too.
Word. Khem, what do you think? What makes a good woman?
Submission. A good woman has to understand, like, for me to be a good man, you have to submit. It's the same thing you were talking about before, where it's like, oh, it's not equal, even in the business or even in, like, somebody got to take the lead. So just, if you understand that, then you submit to your man, then you're probably going to be a good woman because, like, bro, you're going to be about him now, So, like, probably if something goes wrong, it'll probably be on him, So it's kind of like, it takes away that fire from you, But other than that, like, obviously, like, and then I seen a quote. It said, like, something like the equivalent of a man that can't control his hands in a relationship is a woman that can't control her mouth. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's another thing too, where it's like, if men have less emotional intelligence, patience, or whatever than you, then like, why are you mad if like this guy gets mad, he blows up, he's not gonna cry, he's probably gonna break something, something's gonna go. You know what I'm saying? So like, you have to not be a fire starter too. I feel like that screws up a lot of households too.
Yeah, you can't meet fire with fire.
Right, and if you like your man, you look at him big, he's the fire. Like why? So you can't be that ever, right? So I feel like sometime, like, if a guy said like, if a guy has some, like, I don't know, homo quality, gay qualities or whatever, and like girls think that's a ick, it's like the similar if like a girl has them masculine or aggressive qualities.
Yeah, for sure.
Valid.
Yeah.
You can't be masculine, you have to be submissive, and you can't talk to me rough.
Please don't be masculine. That's crazy these days.
I feel like one quality that like of a good woman is she got to be happy, at least generally, like with her own life, her own existence prior to the man showing up. I think that's a good foundation. I think a lot of women are miserable, and then they just perpetuate their own misery with every next man that they get. They just dump that shit onto him, So I think you got to be happy, and then I agree with submissive because like, that your man wants to be in the powerful position. You want a man that is powerful. Why would you do anything that goes against that?
Yeah.
And if you don't see him in that way, just don't be with that man. Don't be there challenging your man. That doesn't make any sense.
Unless you have a backup.
You could be the reason the man doesn't become like that thing that you want him to be.
You're just
'cause
distracting him
just
now.
beating him down and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Do the girls answer, or is that just for the men?
Oh, only the man answer? No, go.
So in my opinion, a good woman would be a woman that speaks life into her partner. Because a lot of times there's going to be seasons where guys don't have it all together. So you have to be able to speak life into that person that you're with to get them to believe in themselves again. Even though it's unclear, you still have to have the ability as a woman to use your femininity to speak life and love into that partner. Like if your husband loses his job and it's an uncertain time, It's not gonna help where you're like, well, why the fuck would you lose your job? What the fuck are we gonna do now? Why the fuck? Like, that's not gonna help. Be like, babe, you know what? It's okay. We're gonna get on our feet. Tomorrow morning, let's go. We'll go to Starbucks. Like, we'll apply for resumes. Like, that's what I mean. Like, you have to speak life into your partner. So I think that that's what makes a good woman. A woman that has the ability to speak life into who they're with.
That's fair. What do you think?
I like that.
That's the thing. You guys are not gonna like my answer because I feel like it's the same as the last one. Like literally, like if you're working on being your very best version of yourself and trying to use that to motivate others, I feel like you're a good person. I feel like that goes all around. You know what I mean? Because it's like you're taking the accountability. You're trying your best. Yeah, that's a good person right there. Word. It's intention, really, and action.
All right.
I like these answers.
Another question. What is a high body count for a woman? Just give me a number. 2.
Yeah.
I see we're going with that.
Fuck.
Too many.
I think when you're going into like the double digits, like high double digits.
What's that?
Just give me the number that makes you like
I
this
feel like
bitch
it
is a
depends
whore.
on the age,
I-
though. I feel like it depends on age.
To me, I think if you have more than, to me, and I know it's a high number, but to me, I think like 12 is crazy.
So 12 is
That
crazy.
makes
So
sense.
11
That makes
is
sense.
less.
That makes sense.
But
Yeah.
12 is when it gets
But that's
crazy.
what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Like,
Okay,
so
so
you're
12, 2.
You're saying if there was a 60-year-old woman with 12 bodies, that's too much.
Well,
That's what I'm saying. I feel like age is really important.
Why is age
60-year-old?
important? Are you supposed to?
But-
Are you
but-
Let me ask you a question. How much think you trying to fuck a year?
Yeah,
Granny's
60-year-old with 12 bodies is kind of crazy.
You know,
You
grandma.
know that's over halfway to 100, right?
No,
Is she
hold on.
supposed to collect new niggas every year? Is that how it's supposed to go?
Infinity.
One for
I didn't
every
re-
year.
I didn't realize that was the
12
obligation
people
to
in
just
60
collect
years of
niggas
life?
like
Are you
Infinity
guys serious
stones.
right
I didn't know.
Yo, they didn't have no social media. She couldn't access all the
I was
dick.
gonna say, how many bodies do you think your grandma racked up?
She had to search for that.
Missions.
Hold
I
on.
don't know.
The yellow
Not
pages
12.
for the.
Can I ask you a question though? If the goal is to like find a man and be with him for the rest of your life, why would it be shocking that you stop
Because
fucking
that's
people?
not everybody's ball game. Some people don't get married.
That's the
It's
problem.
almost
It should
every
be a
girl's ball game.
Hold on, but isn't that most people's goal? Like,
Yeah, but some people don't make it to the goal. So,
so then
what
they
about those
failed.
people?
They failed.
Okay, sorry.
What? Like, if I went to a soccer game to score goals and I didn't, I guess I lost. I don't know. That doesn't mean I don't get to be like I wasn't even trying to score today, bro. Why the fuck did I show up?
Well, really and
What are you
truly,
talking about?
really and truly, to me, body count.
You didn't
truly
be old and lonely talking about I didn't even want a nigga even though I have all these kids. What?
Oh yeah.
What kind of life are you living?
So basically, because they didn't figure it out in that lifetime, that means they're just a failure and they shouldn't have.
Well, they
If you
fa-
didn't accomplish your goals, there's only one other
They
option.
failed at that thing,
Just
but they
get-
might succeed.
What's
in
the
other
number?
things.
What's the
Yeah.
number that you consider? What's Granny supposed to have?
My thing is, to
Yeah.
me personally,
much niggas
body
is
count
supposed
doesn't
to fuck?
matter.
So if Granny has,
Body doesn't-
so if
body
Granny
count
has,
doesn't
is
matter
she's
to me.
65 and she has 65 bodies that don't matter.
Granny's a whore, bitch.
Granny's been fucking
Hold
for
on.
Granny's been doing her stuff.
I mean,
So body count doesn't matter. So there's
to
no
me,
such
it doesn't
thing as
matter.
high?
No,
There's
because
there's
because
no
Past
ultimately,
10, past 10 is high.
ultimately, body count is
Granny can't
consent.
even
Is
have a
consent.
fupa
We're
with
talking
that
about
word.
consensual sex.
I
right?
would never talk about
We're talking
anything
about
else.
consensual sex. So my thing is that if you're just out there having sex, it doesn't really define your character.
I didn't ask
It
that.
doesn't actually
I beg your
depict
pardon?
who
It
you're
tells
gonna
me
be
it tells
as a
me something
person.
about you.
I beg your pardon.
So the things that you spend your time doing have no impact on
So
your character.
you're telling me someone who's a virgin can't be a liar, can't be a thief, can't be manipulative.
But that's the
They
But,
can
they're
be,
not,
but you know
but
what they
one
can't
thing
be?
they're not is a whore.
yeah,
Bro, my
they can't be a
nigga.
whore.
Okay.
You done know. Like, what going on with this guy? Like, come on. Yeah.
But that's my thing is that's why I say it doesn't necessarily matter to me because it doesn't really speak for someone's character.
It does though.
Being
It
a
directly
whore does
said
not
that
represent
she's
your
a hoe.
character, just like any other type of
Because
person
that's
you
what
could
I'm
be.
saying because a virgin can have the same quality.
Except
No,
being a
she
hoe.
can't be a whore. If you didn't take any dick,
Characteristically.
then you can't be a whore. You could be a liar.
Yeah.
You could be lazy.
Lying about
No,
your
I'm
whore,
not
but
but
you're
talking-
not a whore.
Yeah, they might not have the sexual experience, but I'm saying outside of that, how they interact with people, how they go about their day, all of that matters. And
No, not if you're a
virgin
whore.
can have the exact same
what
personality
she's
as
saying.
someone who has a high body count.
But
That's all I'm
that's
saying.
Possible, but
she's
is
that
it
makes-
likely? No.
Okay.
It's likely that a virgin gonna act way nicer, not party as
Yeah,
much,
you
not
mean-
drink as much, not be on
How
drugs.
you acting like
not-
you got dick and never got dick?
That's
How you
not
have someone
You wouldn't even know how to
necessarily
act.
true.
You wouldn't even know how to act.
Yeah, how
That's
you got
not
so much
necessarily
standards?
true.
I get what Coco's saying though.
Yeah.
It goes into what I said earlier, where it's like if they have all 4 traits but they don't have that. So it's like you can meet a virgin, but she's wholesome. She kept her purity, but she's a piece of shit person. She don't talk to you with respect. She don't speak life into you. She talks down on you. She looks at you like you're
But
trash.
you know what's crazy?
Yeah, what
her
I'm
telling me
saying?
she's a virgin and now she lies about her being a virgin. That would piss me off
No,
even
but
more.
what I'm saying, just stick to what it is that I'm saying. It goes into what I'm saying. Like, Josh, she has that one thing that a virgin. She has a purity, but her character is trash.
Okay, so then what do we play
That's
the
what I'm
devil's
saying.
advocate? We say a virgin is always better, except if she's a piece of shit.
Yeah, I guess. We'll go
Yeah.
off of.
That's basically
We'll
what
go
the
off
standard is.
We'll
That's
go
the
off
standard.
of biblical. You judge them by their fruits. So what I'm saying is, like, I understand what you guys are saying, where it's like, okay, but if you're dealing with a woman who slept with multiple people, obviously that demonstrates promiscuity. That obviously demonstrates some type of
Jezebel
default.
spirit. Look, there you go,
Exactly.
there you go.
So like you don't want that either. So I understand both sides. I understand what you're saying, but I understand what the guys are saying too. It's a preference.
but it's
But the
super
thing
true.
is,
It doesn't mean
virgins
they're a
can
bad
play
person.
too.
Exactly.
It doesn't
mean
That's
they're
a
what
bad
I'm saying.
person.
Virgins can play too. That's what you guys don't
But
understand.
here's the thing: we're not
They
trying to
Just
say.
understand.
because they're
that.
not fully going through with that act doesn't mean they can't play mind games.
We're just
They
saying
can't play
basically
around with
being a
people.
hoe is not like a byproduct. It's an active activity. You
It's
know?
an active choice. It's a
Yeah.
decision that you're.
Right? It's not like just,
know?
well, this happened because, I was just trying to lottery every single year for 65 years straight. It's like, nah, you might just be a hoe. Like,
Yeah.
is it that, like...
It's like what J. Cole says. I'm not saying you're a hoe, but you made hoe decisions. You know what I mean? Like, so I understand both perspectives. I understand what you're saying, but I also understand. I understand for men, it's not a preference, it's a standard that they hold the same way that women have their own standards, and I don't think it's unrealistic, and it's not something to demonize them for. Obviously, like X saying like, oh, if it's more than 2, I think that's unrealistic. Like when you're dealing with at least women that are older, if you're dealing with like what we were talking about earlier, you're 30 and she's 20. Yeah, okay, the likeliness of her not having more than 2 partners is high. But when you're dealing with women that are like maybe like reaching their 30s or in their 30s, obviously their body count is going to be more than 2 people.
Yeah.
Just make it count. That's all.
Yeah.
2, infinity, 10,
This man said infinity.
12. And what's your number?
I just said 12 because
I'm
that's my favorite.
gonna say like no more than 10.
So you guys
I'ma
really don't
say
think
10
age
too.
matters?
I'm gonna say no more than
You're
10.
supposed to stop fucking after a certain point,
once
so
you
no.
hit double digits,
You're not going to
Why?
sell me on
Because
this
you
idea
found
that
who
you're
you were
supposed
done-
to find new penis
Because remember
every
we
year. That's
talked-
not a
No,
good
but
idea.
I'm
Talked about how
saying,
women
like-
prefer one dude,
Yeah.
right? So why would they prefer one dude and then just have a rising
Okay,
body?
so it's
Yeah,
okay
why-
for somebody to have sex with the same person for
But
the,
she's
That
talking
wouldn't
for
be
the
a
rest
new
of their
body.
life.
But
Yeah,
sh-
but if you're having sex every day
I didn't ask about
for
the
the rest of your
frequency.
life,
A
that's
lot
a
of
lot of
women-
sex, friend.
That's okay
Compared
with your
to
man.
somebody who probably was single majority of their life.
That's what I'm saying.
You
So
weren't
she's
that
talking
single. You
about
had a lot of
the-
different penises.
But I
But it's the
understand.
same.
You're just
okay,
not
you
single
understand-
enough.
you-
Like,
you-
I don't
you
know.
I understand what
I
you're
need you to be
saying.
more single.
It'd be
I'm
like saying
sorry.
there's no difference between driving the same car every day and driving a new car every day.
Exactly.
There's a
There's
big
still
difference.
mileage.
Drive
No,
that
but
new
there's
car.
still
Big
mileage. If we're gonna compare cars,
That's a way different life than me being a regular guy
Yeah,
that
your
owns a
mind
regular
and
car.
your body has mileage, just like that
Guys,
car.
it comes
And now I'm
down to
switching each car.
self-control.
Thank
That's
you.
what it
It's
comes
your
down to.
own
Whether
character.
it's a trait, like, listen, I don't know what guy. A lot of guys think like, oh, well, I could like. At least for me, when I meet a guy and I know that's community dick, it turns me off. Like I'm like, ew. Like I can walk into any room and every girl says that. It doesn't turn me on. It doesn't make me feel like,
They're lying.
ooh, I'm with a guy that nah.
They're lying.
It doesn't make me feel
Why are they
good.
lying, cuz?
Doesn't make
they
me
got
feel
nothing
good.
better to do, fam. They just lying on niggas, fam. What? I've never
It
even been in this
doesn't-
room before.
I'm innocent. But that's what I mean. Like I think both sides, both genders, they have their preference on body count.
Word.
Stuff like that.
Fair.
okay.
But that concludes my questions. I just want to know what everybody thought about body count. There's a lot of opinions.
It's like I was satisfied with those.
Yeah, there's a lot to be said here.
All right. We're gonna go around the room. Does everybody have any? Well, basically, we're gonna go around the room, and I need everyone to give some final sentiments or something they would like to leave off with the audience before we sign off.
Okay.
Good. You guys ready with that?
Yes.
Go ahead. Or are Coco?
Can
You're
we
last to
start
show up, so
the
you're
other
first. You're first to sign off.
Guys, I had a pleasure coming out. This was amazing.
Absolutely.
I appreciate y'all. We had a lot of thought-provoking conversations today. And yeah, I appreciate being here. Again, my Instagram is New Being Royalty. And thank you for having me. That's
Absolutely.
pretty much it.
Absolutely. Thanks for coming by. Khem?
You guys already know as Khem is the big dripper representing Martin, 6 Up, you feel me? You know, we had some good, engaging conversation about men and women. And, you know, I think we all learned valuable lessons today. That's it. I'll pass it to the next one.
You can also let the people know if you have anything coming out or if you'd like the audience to know.
100%. So I have a new music video coming out next week. You feel me? Money Dance. I'm going crazy. We was making R&B and dancehall for like the last 6 months, 7 months. I know you guys are wondering where the trap single's at. So we dropped a crazy single for the summer, and the video drops next week. Money Dance out now.
Be on the lookout.
Hi guys, once again, it's official VYB3. You already know, follow me on Instagram. And my final sentiment is just, like always, just believe in God and believe in yourselves with the same level of intensity. And in regards for VYB3, we just dropped a t-shirt collaboration with T.Cam. Be sure to tune into that and look on our website for that t-shirt. We only have 2 left. We're almost sold out. Please sell us out. And apart from that, I'm finished. We're wrapping up our first season with kids in our youth workshop. So thank you to everyone that breathed life into that and poured your support into that. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Dope.
Yo, if you're gonna do some weird things for money, yo, make sure you get some respect when you're doing it. You know what I'm saying? That matters. And yo, don't just go leave your thing for 20 years for something new and hot. That's gonna leave you. Not worth it.
Word.
Hey, man.
I think we need to stop assuming so much and ask more questions. A lot of us don't really know as much as we think we know, especially about the opposite sex. And I think the ignorance is just making life harder. So try ask 2 questions before you assume something.
Word. I'd say learn to respectfully be disrespectful if you need to administer some disrespect. You know what I'm saying? everyone can benefit from truth, even if it's harsh reality of the truth that we don't want to hear. With that being said, it's your boy X, RIPMX, and everything social.
Castro Nero 88.
Money Mitch, 54X Mitch on all platforms.
Give your handles, guys.
It's Khem 6
New
Up.
Being Royalty.
Official VYB3.
Boom, and we're on Common Sense. Make sure you tap in, tune in, like and subscribe. Hit that bell to hit that bell at the top for notifications every time we drop, and tune in next week for another episode. We out of here. Peace.
Sure.
Yeah.